Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. This beautiful yellow tie is coming off strange. Might have to, you know what I'm going to do is like just make a pivot. You got to know when to pivot. It's a beautiful tie too, but it doesn't match. I always remember this happening last time. It's actually kind of cool. We'll let it slide. You'll see some of the charts inside. It's such a bright yellow, but it's a beautiful Miami tie. I wanted to kind of show it off because I wanted to take a piece of Miami home with me. We're back in the home studio, back in cold, ice cold Boston, 28 degrees tonight compared to where I just was. It was beautiful. How can we go from 28 degrees to where I am now? I don't know, but I did. You people in Florida have it nice. I'm moving there. Why not? Head on into Florida. You know what? I'm going to pivot. When in doubt, pivot. I'm going to have to take the tie off. And we'll just do it fresh. But this is a beautiful Versace tie. Can't believe I can't, you know. You guys seen the other ties, though. They come across good without the green screen. And we'll do the two buttons over here, you know, because it's Miami styles over here. Hey, back from Miami. Sammy, back from Miami with the chest hairs. Hamburger meats over here. But, yo, this tie is so beautiful. And it really is a vintage Versace. It's a nice tie. I got it for Christmas for my brother-in-law. Anyway, shout out to everybody here. We have a lot to go over. Palm AI banging to the upside. Bitcoin at 51,550. Are we going further up? What's happening? What's going down? And there's a lot of volatility, obviously, every single Friday night Sunday night into Monday morning. Sorry, Friday night. Sunday night into Monday morning. Let's get that pinned message up there, Sean. Thank you for doing that. And I'm a little winded. I'm going to do something you've never seen. You see me do very rarely. And here it comes. Be careful, late. But I'm going to be drinking. Ooh, no. Hold on. Let's avoid disaster here. Let's avoid complete disaster. Which is a coffee stain that I've never had in this area. Don't say never, Sammy. But I need it. It's been a long trip, you know. When you go up 30,000 feet, there's something about you just get tired. Something about being that high up in the air. You think it would do something to you. But I was just, you get that drainage. Anyway, let's jump on into the live screen, which I haven't even checked today. Yeah, there it is. Figured it would be off. Dang it, get the team going. I have so much to talk about. I'm so excited. You should be too. And it's a calmer night, right? A little calmer night than normal. We're going to find that, man. We're going to find the monitor that matters for you. And we're going to break it down. Shout out to everybody here. Bitcoin, a little bit of Dogecoin coming in. A lot of Matic being bought up. Matic seems to be the one that's about to take the cake. Is Matic going to $2? Are we about to see a big move? We're going to talk about that too as well. Seem like some of the big movers are back. VeChain, Matic, right? The old boys are back in town. Has everybody noticed the boys are back in town? You know what I mean? The boys are back in town, baby. And you know what I'm saying. Shout out to each and every one of you. We did change the camera. If you saw, I don't know if anybody noticed, made it a little more intimate. I don't know if you like that. You let us know. And we could actually, I don't know if you like it bigger, smaller. Just let us know how you feel. You want us to do jumping jacks? How do you want the show? It's your show. Tell us how you want it to go. All right. Anyway, TRIAS pumped back to the upside, but still maintaining this interesting trendalino. And this thing could start to get that parabolic move. So I'm looking at TRIAS. Let me just clean this up a little bit here. And again, I don't know why I do this. I'm a creative guy. I just kind of freestyle. And I happen to know what's up when something's up. I know what's up when something's up. And it's just an instinct. It's a sniffle. I don't know what it is. But I got that extra itch when I know there's a coin that could make some gains. 14,333. You see that? Do you notice that? On the 33333. Like every time I'm around, you see triple threes, triple sevens. And I didn't know that was going to happen right now. I think that's so strange. Let me actually move that. I want to be away from the ticker. There we go. I feel like I'm a little too big there. I wanted to change it up. I like to change it up when I get back to the home studio. Why change it up, Sammy? Keep it the same. Keep everything the same. Anyway, shout out to the 14,333 TRIAS. Bit of an ascending cup and handle. The daily turning here could be a perfect buy at previous resistance. Become support for TRIAS for a massive move up for 100% gains. So looking at TRIAS for possible moves here to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for TRIAS. All right. Push-ups 100 right now, Sammy. Not happening. Not happening. All right. ETHBTC.com. Yeah. I'm shrinking? You think I'm shrinking? You guys are funny. I want a speed bag behind you. Yeah. Gems in the trading group. Amen. Company just went on a nice pump and made 2K just now on the live. You gave me the way back, baby. Amen. I like what I'm seeing here for TRIAS. I'd set alerts here. Breaks out and retests 17. That is going to be a beautiful swing trade to the upside. Even a possible long-term hold for TRIAS, as this thing has been banging on them since $3-4 in the low there. And TRIAS just continuing to rip. And that next target is 28. And it is just, it's probably going to go to 100. A lot of people like this coin. It's got a lot of good tech. I see TRIAS doing some damage in this rally. It did some damage in the last rally. I see it doing something similar. I'd set alerts on TRIAS. And so, I'm not a signals group, and I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I'm saying you should be taking his financial advice. I'm just the guy that goes over the charts, shows you what I see. Now it's 14,304. Isn't that just weird how whenever I seem to come somewhere or hit on a chart, it's at the 333 or the 777? I find it strange. But I just expect it now. It's supposed to happen every time I appear. All right, moving forward, right? So Bitcoin, we looked at BOOKMAP there at the beginning of the show. You saw it as it was running up. It said there's a lot of liquidity to the upside. However, they may dip us down to 49,000. They're trying to trick us here. There's just way more whales that believe or in that are positioning themselves for a Bitcoin to move up to $53,000 to $55,000. You can see there's just so much more Bitcoin up here than there is down here. The order is bigger. Bitcoin likes to move into the thickest liquidity. And so it wouldn't, amaze me if we shredded all the way to 53 and even into $55,000. I'm not saying that's guaranteed. We're going to take a look at, what that presents and how it does present itself and break it down. But there's a chance, yeah. So I'm excited. You should be excited too. And I can't wait to see kind of what goes down. 51,590 for Bitcoin. All right. As it's battling that $600 area. And, I've been in a long all day. Let's check on the long and the perpetual here. Not a big trade. Back to even. At the most, I think it was up $69, $70. And it's just been meandering throughout the day from when I first put in the trade. I think last night at the end of the live stream. I wouldn't be surprised to see 60K Bitcoin first week of March. Bitcoin thick thighs save lives. How do you know I have thick thighs? Who told you that? You're looking at my pants. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Elliott Wave C has Bitcoin to $48,000. Who else here is waiting for the Inter Miami LA Galaxy match? Dude, I went to see Inter Miami live in Miami, Fort Lauderdale actually, at the Chase Stadium, which, But, shout out to the lifers hitting a milestone of an all-time high in the trading group. Thank you so much for that. And I woke up to two really amazing testimonials that blew my mind. And they made me really one brought tears to my eyes, man. Crypto Plumber, I've been in the 99 for about a year. I made tons of profits before joining the group. However, I could not ever say that I was a profitable trader. Sam changed that. No one has more skilled edges than Sam. He will teach you everything he knows about trading in life. He's a real deal, and I'm grateful to have found him. I will always be indebted to him in the 99. With Sam, you will get access to the great proven elite traders such as Master Friend, David, Stack, and the rest of the great traders in the 99. I've gained an edge from being in the 99. No one can ever take from me. I love these guys more than they will ever know. Peace, love, and blessings to all. And I'd read creams tomorrow because people tend to get bored. I don't know why, but I like to share those. That is what I do. You can only make so much money, and money can only get you so far. There's a limit to how much, you can, when you're eventually, you want to have dreams. I want to have $1 billion, $10 billion. I get it, but your needs are met at a certain point, right? At that point, it's aspirations and what you want to do for the world. Anything, when you start getting into the bigger numbers. And so the point, what I'm saying is, you got to find something that drives you that's not money. And those testimonials, the connection of people that I make, and the ability to create this, this world and this universe between us all, and have all different types of people feel good about helping each other is really kind of what we created. All right. When we get rich, man, sick of this sideways BS. No worries, man. But I'm looking at XAI. I'm in this personally. I started getting in down here. I did get in the lows, so I would love it to pump. But again, it doesn't matter to me if it goes all the way to zero. I put what I was willing to lose. But this thing has an AI on it, and anything with an AI is starting to make a bit of a move here to the upside. It's on my radar. All right. Also, If you were in my token metrics group and we went over things every single week, I talked about Palm AI at 39, 33, 35 cents around there. Boomed back to 62. I kept saying it's probably going to be on MEXC. You could only get it on Uniswap at the time. And this is what I'm saying. You get things on the DEXs, then you sell them on the sexes. Get things on the DEXs, then you sell them on the sexes. You know, that is how you do it. You get it early, you flip it. That's how we do it. So just something to think about here. MEXC, Palm AI. All right. And I love this coin. It's hot. It's been hot. Super low debt. It's a, you know, but anyway, I think this thing could do numbers in the long term. Look it up too. See what it does. Pretty interesting. You know, once I show you the website, meet your own Google-powered multi-platform AI chatbots. Engage in conversation, coding, image generation, or smart vision with the input of your choice, ranging from voice messages to imagery. Let alone your imagination. Let only your imagination be the limit on how far AI can help your business succeed. Create your own AI applications without any prior knowledge. Enjoy the benefits of revenue, powered by a mix of Google's suite of AI tools and in-house innovation algorithms, taken by both Web3 and Web2 by the Palm team. Scale in there too, which is a cool coin that I like. Utility available at your fingertips. So check them out, you know, research them. And again, you know, you never know. These things can go to zero. Very, very beginning stages of a coin. I just want to make that clear. But on my radar, EPIKO we looked at too. Talked about it when it was here, kind of double bottoming off that 786. Took a massive pump up to 172, still holding gains of 94%. EPIKO still on the radar too. A lot of gaming guys like this coin. I've seen it on a different forums, people talking about it. You might want to write down EPIKO. All right. And you can tell it's altcoin season. One last thing I can't, you know, is AITECH, is it going to continue or is it going to have a massive dump? Solidus AI just continuing to rip. And look, I even put it in this flag and it did pump for even more. It's insane. I had a feeling it would, and it did another 18% to 15 cents. This thing has been on a rally. We put it here in that giant cup and handle right there. I mean, this thing has just been on a tear. AITECH out of control. Up a 8x since it first started ripping back in December 31st. And the AI rally began, which it looks like it's not cooling off. We were just getting continuation movement here. AGIX, AGI, anything with an AG and an I in it is ripping. AGII, it's just insanity. Insanity. I looked at another AI coin that just came out today that caught my radar on MEXC. AGIX back at 75 with a wick all the way to 86 cents. Wants to continue to rip. You look at the daily, though. The daily is so oversold. These things have to come back to their 21-day moving average. But could the smaller time frames flatten us out? 4 hour, you know. So I'm watching these time frames to just kind of see, you know, and you want to, if you just watch consolidation, could any one of these two ideas here, I preferably always wait for the 618, but in times of intense pumpage, you don't always get it. So that's why I play that I don't know what's going to happen. If you knew what's going to happen, oh, I'm definitely getting the 618, and then you don't get it, what happens, right? I'm in this long term, and I started buying. You guys remember me. I was buying AGIX back down here, 15, 16 cents, 18 cents, and I was buying it even before when we first knew about it, 4 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents. Then it ripped up. I didn't sell the top. It came back down. I just continued to buy into it. And now I'm back, you know, back in the winner's circle with this coin. This coin is, and me have had a battle. You guys know it for the last year and a half. Same with Fetch, Caspa. A lot of the coins that I made big on, you've got to watch me build and fight through the bear market to have. Like, you know, this wasn't an easy win. You know, everyone looks at the wins now and it looks like we're smart and we, you know, we got fat portfolios and we're eating the steak dinners now and, you know, we're getting the Uber XLs now. You know what I mean? That's right. Uber professionals now, right? Spending the extra. I'm just... But the thing is this, you know, it comes from all the hard work in the bear market. You know what I mean? All the hard work in the bear market that we put in as lifers. So shout out to each and every one of you. May God bless you all. And thank you for being here throughout all the thick and thin with me. My mom dying, my dad dying, Crypto Billy, everybody, man. Everybody, right? So shout out to everyone that stuck through. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house coming through last night. Me and Stack hung out. God bless you, Stack. I'll be grateful if you check SHIDO, building a bag. I love SHIDO. SHIDO's the one, man. For me, good. That's a good one. Let's take a look at it right away because you're my man. I work for you, Stas. You know that, right? Yeah, man. That's it. All right, cool. So I'm going to rebuild again just for fun. But you can kind of see what I have brewing already. But I always just like resetting. I might have missed something. There might be something else worth looking at again. I'm not a know-it-all. You know, the second I think I'm a know-it-all, I've missed the mark. I've missed the detail. I'm a beginner, beginner's mind. I could always miss it. I could always not, you know, let me double check, triple check. I'm not a fan of descending triangles, right? It has kind of a feeling of a descending triangle, in my humble opinion, right? For whatever reason. Shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. Did it get a lot of hype? Bit of a diagonal trend line forming. Some say, no, it's just in a double bottom and there's a nice flag that's going to break out and this thing's ready to rock. The 2-day chart is oversold, ready to bounce. The daily has momentum. And honestly, it kind of looks like an Adam and Eve double bottom of some type, right? And I always look at the two scenarios. Attempting to make sense of the sauce, you know, if there is any to be had. Did it dagger on out of a flat, you know, did it dagger out and come back inside? Are we looking at, you know, I got to really stick to my guns here. I'm just, but, what, I'm not strapped. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right. 3 trades today, all on PYTH, all wins using your 200-hour method on the 3-minute. You're the man, dude. God bless you. See? Banged on them. All right. I should have given you my ends and let you trade for me so I could have hung out while I was in the airport, you know. I eventually want to start some type of fund. Who knows, you know what I mean? Like a hedge fund, like years from now. And I want to get a series. I want to do it all up and up. I don't, you know, so I want to make that really clear. But one day I would like to just, you know, do something even bigger on a mass scale. And I'd love to have like a trading floor with traders and teach people how to trade and have people pass in their Series 6 and all that crazy stuff. That's the dream one day. That's where we go. There goes Theta mentioned on the live at the beginning. Bang. Wow. Amazing. I see Leo Moore getting a timeout. Wow. Sammy Cup and Hattie on ETH on the daily. Thank you. Yeah, Project Moongo, probably on it real now, but I just got in from the airport. So I'm in that like airplane fog a little bit. But good looks, man. You're a grinder, man. I see you, brother. I do see you, man. I really do. You're growing on me. I'll be honest. It takes a while, man. I observe people for a long, long time, right? Before I just say, hey, yeah. But you're cool, man. I got you. I see you grinding. I really do. I never take away a man's hustle. No one outgrinds me, but I see you grinding. I do. I still always have to be the alpha male in the jungle. That's just who I am. You know what I mean? That's just the way my dad raised me. But, like, you can run with my pack, man. You know what I mean? We can hunt. We can hunt together. You know, if we needed to run to the, you know, on a deserted island and we needed people, I think you could roll, man. I think you could roll. So, shout out to you, brother. Keep grinding. And everybody that pushes crypto forward every day, every time you make a crypto title, every time you put your energy into crypto, you're helping my bag grow. You're helping everybody's here bag grow. So we're all one. We're all together. So, bless you, brother. Project Moon Gold. Check them out, everybody. Brother, you have no idea. Can't wait to hear in Tampa Bay. Sammy Cup and Hattie, baby. I'm moving to Sarasota, but I'll be near Tampa Bay. I won't be moving to Tampa Bay, but hardest working man in crypto. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Lifer Style. Shout out to Rave Song Records in the house, the coolest guy in school. Staying educated every single night. Thank you, Sammy. Aside from the best of you on YouTube, you also seem to be put a smile on my face. Jack, see, I love you, baby. Thank you for being here. Hey, man, if you let me into your house and we were hanging out tonight, we'd have a good time. Look at Shido on the 77. Didn't he ask me to go over Shido? On the 77. Interesting. So Shido's interesting to me. It presents a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You know, like, do you buy more, or could this thing crash pretty bad? You know, this is a tough one for me, honestly. The stochastics say we got more guns to be had. You know, we got more pump to be had there. Interesting. So I see the double bouton. This is a tough one, even for me. You know, a lot of times it can be cut and dry for me, but, you know, I got to say that's the higher low. You did dump all the way. You pull a fib in this. That fib was a good golden Paquito, 706. Double bottom back off that fib again. You'd really want to see us break back above this resistance. See how we like bounced? Get above this. I mean, if I see us get back above 008, I guess I'd feel a little bit better. I don't own any SHIDO now, you're right, but like, wouldn't it be great if this head and shoulder just dumped on you? But is it really going to go all the way back to its beginning stages? The thing is, look at, there's support and support here. There's really not a lot of, you know, bing, right? Same time, you could just swing it like this and say, you know, this was it. It fell out a little bit. It came back. It's ready to go. The market's hot. And then also, if Bitcoin slides back, it may lose that trend line. Bitcoin pumps, this thing moves. Bitcoin goes sideways and the alts start to get a run. This thing moves, right? It looks a lot like, we'll look at the DXY. That's going to have some play on the game. All right. And I can feel the rumblings for the weekly. The weekly. It's getting ready. Don't worry. How about an 8-hour on SHIDO? The sneaky 8-hour time frame had a nice pump. You think you would have gotten more out of that move in the stochastics RSI. See how you've had like, couldn't get above the resistance there, right? 0787787. You see that? 78787. The triple sevens again in there a little bit with the 2 8s in the middle. Weird, but anyway. And honestly, you know what's IC2, which is a bit old? This would be kind of cool to track, but almost a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom. You know, it tells me that SHIDO could get this run. I mean, that's an interesting little side detail there for SHIDO. 4-hour really will, you know, 4-hour doesn't look amazing. Sunday night, too, is not my favorite time to, like, load up on an altcoin per se, but you never know. You know, I'm pretty stuck on SHIDO. Normally, it's cut and dry for me. This one's tough. I got to hand it to you, Stas. I'd have to really believe in this project and have a lot. Like, I put $3,000 and knowing I'm going to put $3,000 here. But I really wouldn't want to see it back at the lows. Another thing, it would have been nice to be in SHIDO at the very, very beginnings. But anyway, you're still not chasing the high, right? If you look at the bigger time frames, it's more oversold than overbought. And it's a possible double bottom here. The daily looks like a beautiful pump is coming for SHIDO. Could be the last chance to get SHIDO below a penny. And it could really, really rip. You know, when I look at SHIDO, I'm all about that market cap, right? Really not, you know, the price in the market. I look at the price, but the market cap. And look at new SHIDO, 77. There it is again. So weird. But $63 million market cap. Easily 10x to 630. I could see this getting into a couple billion. Easily. I mean, you know. So, again, and I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I say you should be taking the financial advice. You got to do your own research. But this thing is big, man. The big launch is closer. The start of a new era begins. SHIDO Network mainnet launch date will be officially announced next week. And mainnet launches are big deals. They tend to bring in some big moves. You know, I kind of like what I'm seeing for SHIDO. I don't own any right now. Looking at that daily, maybe a good time to grab a little bit. It's you know, there's a chance we wake up tomorrow and SHIDO's up a little more on that daily time frame. The daily looks interesting. 1 hour's in the middle. And you've got a bit of an ascending triangle here too. This is when I do a full ascent. You guys are, because I'm thinking of buying this, so that's why I'm like really, I'm taking a lot more time, right? And then again, this like slanted Adam and Eve here too in the 1 hour. Another kind of one. Interesting. Wow. SHIDO's calling my name right now. I like SEO. I like SHIDO. I like SUI. They're all kind of on my radar. Things that I like, you know. Pocket Network's playing games with my love, man. But I got my position in Pocket, and I'm happy. But I would have liked it if it held that trend line. But it's still kind of doing its thing here sideways. And it's actually pretty good consolidation considering the flat market here for Pocket Network, right? Adjust my, I want to see that Adam and Eve up here. I want to see it definitely respect. And if it loses 20, it could come right back down to this 213. Okay. But definitely getting oversold. And it similar to kind of SHIDO, how it's oversold, but holding that low again, just a lot flatter than SHIDO's consolidation, right? I'm personally in this coin. I like the Pocket Network, just to make it clear. So if I talk about it, I am talking about a coin that I like. If you had jumped in with me, we talked about OPSEC. OPSEC was hot, right? And how I haven't gotten to Bitcoin yet because it's really kind of altcoin season right now, everyone. And there's a lot going on, all right? Palm AI continuing to pump here. Looks like it just hit 70 cents. Palm is ripping, and, you know, Palm's on the move. If you look at Palm, what's likely going to happen to Palm here is it's in this beautiful flag, and they respect these wave 1, 2, 3. You know, you're going to a buck a Palm and beyond, right? And so Palm's interesting to me at this $55 million market cap region at 70 cents. Palm AI, right? And the AI picked it at Token Metrics weeks ago. We've been talking about it now for a while. Let me see when my first Palm AI post is in the trading group. And this is why the trading group's hot. I mean, not only am I going to give you TA, but I teach, you know, I show you, I basically have a knack for finding out when a coin's hot. And again, I'm not going to get everyone. There's so many. And every one of my pick isn't going to be amazing, right? But it's about being consistent and showing up every day and putting your best foot forward. All right? Researching, and doing everything you can to gain an edge in the market. And if you do that, I believe you will gain an edge in the market. But you got to work at it. Can you take a look at SPA? Let's take a look at SPA. Yeah, SPA. So, you know, TRIAS looks interesting to me. So SPA held its gains on the daily and it's getting ready, it looks like, for a massive move. My humble opinion. I just realized what a blessing this stream is, right? Like, just gain after gain, day after day, education after educational setup, showing you how the moving averages tell you a story, using the right indicators at the right time. I mean, see how the RSI itself is starting to be in like a flat flag? It's just that they usually, you know, stochastic's curving, lack of, you know, bearish momentum so far on that MACD looking pretty flat. Something brewing here for SPA, you know, SPIRX. And again, we move that up there. I mean, it could be a 83% gain, and it's already out from when we first kind of talked about it coming to the bottom of that pattern there. SPA, SPIRX. I believe this is also on Coinbase. So it's everywhere. We everywhere, they never dare, right? Let's take a look at SPA. Cody, a hot mover too for the last few days. We talked about Cody. $20 million market cap. Thing is tiny. Tiny. It's on Coinbase for USD. It's on KuCoin, Get.io, MXC. It's everywhere, really. Like, they got this thing everywhere. Even Camelot's got it. LA Token. It's on, you know, Arbitrum as well. All right. I've traded this thing many times, never really decided to research it. That's the thing about being a trader, you know. I build portfolios and I research, but then there's a lot of times I'm just, throughout the bear market, I'm just swing trading, and we would swing this trade on and off. A stable coin with built-in auto yield and Arbitrum. SPIRX USD is the primary protocol under the SPIRX ecosystem. USD is a fully collateralized stablecoin based on the on-chain collateral and generates organic yield for its holders. USD aims to be the premier trading pair on all L2 chains. SPIRX DAO. So I guess SPIRX is the DAO, right? And you vote. And there's SPIRX USD. Compound auto yield. Hold USDs. Earn up to 10% APR on auto yield on the USDS held in your wallet. Provide liquidity. Stake your pool tokens in designated FAMs to earn X SPA rewards. Stake SPA to receive protocol fees, shares of USDs and auto yield, and stake incentives. So it's got an ecosystem that's budding with a small market cap. And it seems to have a lot going for it. All right. And it's been around. All right. Total you value locked, 390 million. All right. Not huge, not too big. Definitely high risk, high reward here. But again, do your own research. And I'm not thinking about making this like a long-term hold, really. But could see a nice swing trade out of SPA. if it continues to play out the way the pattern is looking like it may. Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame. It looks like it wants to pump too as well. Even here in itself, you can see it's inside of a tighter channel here. So yeah, this is interesting to me. I feel like I broke out of this, but it's, yeah. Little fake out, breakout. And this is just nice, tight consolidation. 4-hour and the daily both looking for a move here for SPY. And it could go all the way to zero, right? This thing could dump and go, you know. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I want to make that really clear. I just played probabilities. Tight moving averages above a high volume node. You know. And RSI going up with the MACD showing lack of momentum and also the stochastics RSI. It all looks pretty good to me. That's my checklist and things look nice. So I'd be surprised if this doesn't give us gains, but you never know. It could dump to the moon. So it's all probability when you're trading. You're not right or wrong. You're just trading probability. All right. This AGI just does not stop. It's out of control. Delicium, another one up 4x since we put out the call here back in the gigantic semi-cup and heady at around 4 to 5 cents. This thing is ripped up a 5x really to, you know, because that was under 5 cents and it went to all the way to 30. It did a 6x basically, a little more than a 6x from when we put it out. Imagine that. And it started to come out on like February. So in basically 20 days, 6xing your money, that's insane. I have a one-on-one with you this week. It says the call's at 3 p.m. What time zone is the call? It should put it my time, I believe, which is weird, but right, 3 p.m. my time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern time. That would be 3 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. Yeah. Now this thing, Ripper, you can see how the 21 kept cool with the 4-hour. Like it just kept hanging out with the 4-hour time frame. This is how you knew you could keep kind of hitting it. And this is what happens. The big time frames will get exhausted. The daily will say you're going to dump, and I'll just have to switch to the small ones and just keep trading them. Very similar how we switch to the 1 minute and we keep trading the 1 minute. Same type of scenario here. All right. Keep grinding and get out. I don't go too hard on a Sunday night into Monday morning. Just, you know. Just things look interesting to me tonight. Altcoins. Let's take a look at Total 3. We're going to keep monitoring Total 3 on the 5-day for you. And I'm going to keep saying what I say over and over again. Not that guy that says something disappears. I stick to exactly what I said. We stay on it. And while everyone keeps doing whatever, we just keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. Palm AI banging on them to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. And I hold some Palm AI, man. I see no reason why not to. That thing is moving. You know, I can't really see it on, you can see it on Uniswap, right? On the Uniswap chart. Try to see, did TradingView have it? We've already gone over so many coins, enough free information. It's time you join the trading group now. Like I've given away so much sauce already that like people are gonna look back on what we talked about tonight. Every day we give away so much free stuff and free knowledge and free ways to understand and look at the market that someone gets paid off that information and they remember us and they're like, you know what? And it just keeps growing, and that's why we're growing so fast. That's why the group is so amazing. So look, watch this daily. This daily's about to rip on Total 3. And remember the 5-day, I kept telling you, as long as we stay above the 200 SMA on the 5-day chart, we're likely going to get a beautiful move to the upside in these altcoins. That's going to be the next leg up. That's when things really start to cook and you never really go back. You go back, then something's wrong. The rally ain't happening, that's fine. Then it's time to reassess. You continue to rip. This is where the magic happens. So this is exciting to me because now we're going to get another 5-day candle to close in 3 days. And it, you know, again, we have some tweezers swaps. It's not amazing right now. There's a little bit of bearish div. It's not all hot, right? There's a little bit of bearish div here. There's some caution in the wind. But let's see how it plays out. As long as we stay above this 200 SMA, I stay bullish. As long as we stay above $516 billion. Bang, bang, bang. You know. Shout out to anyone that wants to jump on into the trading group. Hit the link in the pinned message here. If you're fiending, you should be FOMOing, right? If you're not in the trading group, if I wasn't in the trading group right now, I would have FOMO. And I know I don't, fear fake emotion acting real, but I would be like, man, like, I want to know what these guys know. I want to be a part of, I want to know how to trade the fib. I want to know all the TA, and I want to know how to research the coins, and I want to know what's hot. How do they know what's going to be on Mexi before it gets on Mexi? How do they do that? Subscribe to our weekly newsletter. Stay up to date on all things Crypto Lifer. Jump on it today. Put your email address in. It takes you 5 to 10 seconds, 20 at the most. And we're going to give you so much value just for that time. I value your time. Without your time, I have no show, and I know that. And I love my show, and I love what I do. I can only make money, and then, that's fun. Making money's fun, but it's also a lot funner to be a YouTube personality. Like, that's exciting to me. And that's, that's another career choice that I always wanted to have. And so thank you for helping me achieve my dreams, get our way to 100K. And, you guys keep giving me your time. I'm going to keep giving you value every single day, right? So this tells me that we're in good shape here for a big move. And I went over this in depth. And we'll probably have a video out. If we don't have it out already, I'll double check about, we spent a good 5 to 10 minutes, maybe even 15 on this beautiful concept here of why it's likely, based on years of data on all different charts from Walmart to gold to, just all different charts, why there's likely going to be a pretty big move to the upside. All right. And it's time for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. All right. There we go there, mates. There we go. Bitcoin and the weekly candle close, eh? We're going to look like it this. We're going to take a little bit of the candle, eh? Going to take a little bit of the way the candles crumbled, eh? Each by week by week, day by day. Take a look at the candles for me, mate. I must be the caffeine cooking in from the coffee, eh? Making me talk like this a little bit funny, eh? I don't want to talk like this. All right, let's get it in. I don't know what was going on here. Hey, Sammy, why were you talking like that, huh? You got 100 different voices, huh? What's going on over here? Who are you today, eh? Scaring the people over here. Why don't you come back to Sammyville? I don't want to be Sammy. I want to be this guy over here. Hey, it's the Pocket Square making me talk like this. It ain't my fault, huh? I understand, officer. I won't do it again. All right. Let's take a look here at Bitcoin on the weekly. Let's take a look at what happened here. Pretty fail. Pretty weekly fail, but we had it here before, and that was okay. We still made it. We had it here before on the weekly. It was okay. A little pullback here, too. A little bit of pullback. It doesn't always bode so well when you have a weekly candle right next to a green candle. That didn't, we are on a nice trend, but, you got to respect the fact that this could be some trouble here for Bitcoin. And does Bitcoin come all the way back down here to the 21-day moving average on the weekly? We're a little far away. There's a chance that we do have to come and pay the piper. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I just want you to understand that this is very, very possible. So it's like, this is why it's funny. Like, the market's kind of at this level. And people want to add and add and add. And, and again, I say, hey, the altcoins look hot. And I don't want to say this is guaranteed. The weekly could continue and pull this 21. We do not. The weekly doesn't always have to revisit. But if we look at the Stokes, they're bare, we got a little turn there. Okay, they looked worse from when you didn't zoom in. So that's still okay. When I zoomed out, it looked like it had curved down, but it did not. That's a good sign. Always zoom into your Stokes too. You'll see a little more because that's shadow, right? But it's okay. That's good. We crossed the dotted line. That's actually a very bullish sign. A very bullish sign. So if the weekly Stokes cross that, a lot of times when the weekly Stokes cross that, we have an explosive move to the upside. So I'm not saying we're guaranteed to come to the 21, but if we did, the next support, look at those, support for the weekly is 43,009. All right. We got this area here that we could defend, which is 47,000. And it is funny that we keep, we're attempting to hold that $50,800 level on the weekly. So this is kind of what we've been in. This chop easy, right? I'm not saying we're going to dump to the 21, but that's something I've seen before. If it happens, I won't be like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. I'll be like, okay. We have to keep that in our minds, but the smaller time frames will show us what's going to happen first. That's so we don't have to worry about this happening immediately. The signals will come from the 1 hour to the 4 hour, and then they'll bleed in. And I'll be able to figure it out because I'm always here every 5 hours, 6 hours on Bitcoin. See, I figured out how to be the most accurate trader, and anyone can do this. Figure out how small indicators work on the smaller time frames, and then constantly check them every 5 to 6 hours with confirmation. For instance, if we stay above the 1 hour 200 SMA, we have to remain bullish. We just can't, you can't dump when that happens. Once you break that, you have to believe that there's the beginning of some bearishness, but you monitor it. If the 4 hour never breaks, it was just kind of a little scare, you bounce, and then you'll find some patterns that can help you trade it. And you might be in some chop that you just wait to observe. Now, if it loses the 4 hour 200 SMA, you know you're in a bigger short now. And now you're looking at the daily. And now, like, your bigger fruition ideas like this, the weekly coming down are really starting to play out. Now you can start to capitalize on the trend that's going in the downside and start to, short a lot more, or hold back, sell out on some positions, and buy back cheaper based on what you're seeing, So I believe that as long as you use the small time frames for confirmation and you check the charts every 6 hours, you almost you're going to be like 70 to 80% accurate. Because, the moving averages are so obvious. Like, you guys can see it. This guy just said he was 3 for 3 using my strategy today. So, again, that's what he said. I didn't make that up. I didn't tell him to say that. That's what I just read in the comment section. Maybe you did too. And God bless him for learning the education from someone that he met online. Like, what a beautiful thing that you can go and switch on. You can just switch on your YouTube channel today, and you just might see someone willing to teach you something completely for free because you know why? They love their life. They're happy, and they want other people to be happy and love their life too, right? Period. Like, that's at the end of the day, my why is because when we're all doing our best and living our best life, we tip more, we spend more money, we help the environment, we help the economy. It's a good thing when people are in a good mood and good things are going for them. It's a good thing, right? So if I'm in a good mood and things are going for me, then the giver's gain, right? I need to continue to give back. And so when I read that comment, I use your strategies, and I made 3 for 3 today, man. And when I read the testimonial, when I get off a plane today, it makes me feel like, wow, amazing, right? Now just a small 3K on VET on a nice 20x lev call. Interesting. Take a look at VeChain. So Bitcoin, the cool thing about Bitcoin is the daily's coming back down to the 21. And that's that time frame we really want to be cautious of the 21 for. Right there, we came back. The last 2 big pumps. 1, we had to come back viciously. 2, viciously. 3, this is panning out a little better than before. And we could even be getting ourselves into some type of cool, like, more bullpen-esque type of stuff here. Or flag. But, we won't be too preemptive yet. But that is something that's starting to brew here. As we had a nice bounce. Bitcoin decided it was going to bounce off about bounce, take a bounce, right? That's what tickers do best. Tickers bounce. Take a bounce. 50,689, right? And really defending $50,800 area, which was the weekly support of resistance. Okay, are Sandro Matter going to be relevant this run? Shout out to Frank Bravo Crypto. I posted the gain screenshots in the group for the proof. Amen, man. We love you. We know you're 100%. All right, so let's move forward to the 4 hour now. All right, 4 hours getting a little overbought, but it's in this funny, interesting flag. But right now, it's getting pretty bearish, right? And like, this is just what we've been in, up, down. This is the range. And this is where you want to be grabbing your VRVP. You can grab your running one, or I keep it on the right at all times, right? You can match them. You can just look at your ranges. You can see, like, top of the range, bottom of the range. You're at your point of control here. And you came from the bottom. You're likely to head to the top of the range. That's just what this does. Top to the bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. It usually doesn't come back. Here it did, though. It didn't go all the way, right? And so it could come back. I'm not saying guaranteed, but likely it does. And we are getting rejected by the what? The POC, the red line here, the bright yellow, the point of control. All right. This is the visible range volume profile, the VRVP. You come up in here, you type in VRVP. Or VPVR. Wait, what? VR. I was like, for years I type in VRVP. I'm typing in stocks. Why am I doing that? like I've never used the program in my life over here. VRVP, the visible range volume profile. The only thing is yours will be kind of clunky. You want to head to the settings here, and you'll be at 24. Yours will look like this. You wonder why yours doesn't look like mine. And you won't be able to use it as well as mine because you won't be see the delineated lines, right? It won't be so nice and systematically cut into pieces. So just slap a 0 here and turn that 24 to 240. Logically, boom. That will change those to 240 lines instead of 24. You're going to really start being able to carve your way in and out of price action here. It's going to help you, all right? Bitcoin getting the dump peasy to the downside here. 51,480 as we, we're somewhat overbought and hitting resistance now. What would be interesting is this, though. Shoulder, head, we make some type of right shoulder and we get a pump on out of here. Can we make a right shoulder here on the 4-hour time frame? So I'd be watching this key area for support. Seeing if Bitcoin can kind of stay back above 51,200. All right, let's take a look at our 1-hour time frame. And look, kind of an M pattern, major rejection. You got back above the 200 SMA, but you got the pump back to 51,972. What a beautiful pump. Only to get rejected and come back down and lose that 200. Make kind of an M here. And we know M's like to dump to the downside. What is this? This is weak. This is Sunday night into Monday volatility. I always heed people. Do not overtrade. Do not go hard. Sunday night into Monday. If I have a trade open, I trade very lightly. It's not a big, this one's going to make my portfolio. If I ever try to make it, every once in a while I do take a bigger risk because, that's when, I go a little harder when the condition seems better. And when I do that, it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday likely. Those are the days I'm going to take the biggest risks of liquidity. Why? Because that's when there's the most people there. That's when my strategies play out the best because there's just the most money moving in the market. And that's when once the trend is picked, they've picked it and they've smashed who they've smashed, things just start to kind of, you'll just notice it over time. But look, we want to see this happen now. Can we get the bounce? If this happens, we're dropping down here. Back to this line here. You can see there's a gap. All right. So we need this bounce back up, get tight, and then get the move. All right. It's all about the 1 hour, just keeping it cool and not losing. All right. Not losing this 200 SMA too far. We don't want to lose it too much. Let's look at our 15. Yeah, see, look at this. This is good. What I like about this is the 15 is very oversold. Says we might be able to get a bounce. So they didn't get a lot, and the 15, even though we did lose the 200 SMA here, look, it did not lose the 200 SMA, which I know may confuse you. They don't always have to go in perfect order, but that's a good sign. And again, if you were upside down, remember when we get bunched up, we pump up to it's just that same, and there's your money. It's just funny, right? Anyway. So I see chop throughout tonight into tomorrow. I'd be very careful. I'll keep my trade open for now and see what happens, but nothing crazy for Bitcoin. Likely when we show up tomorrow or tomorrow, I believe, we're somewhere right here in this circled area. All right. When I'm making my update at 7 in the morning, what? Let's see. When does it turn to 1 a.m.? That's 12 at night right there, right? That's when we... Oh, the 20... No, right there. When the 26 turns... That's 12 at night right there. Is that right? Hold on. Hold shift down and then go sideways. No, that's one day. Oh yeah. Okay. So, oh yeah, it's the 25th. Sorry, I'm confused. So let me see. So that's 12 o'clock. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll make my update right around here, and it looks like we'll be in chop. So I'll come back to this, but this is where I see Bitcoin. Just kind of doing something like this. If we do lose this level, look for a dump. And we could be down here, but it's usually you don't get the follow through on a Sunday night into Monday. But you never know. You never know. All right. Shout out to Master Friend in the house. I love you, man. You're the best, bro. Thank you. The fact you just gave me so much confidence. You just said Sam's in beast mode. And as much as a troll can try to get in your head, a great compliment and a good friend can also make you feel amazing, right? One good idea is stronger than 1,000 bad ideas. You know what I mean? Or one good thought is better than 1,000 negative thoughts is really what I was trying to say. All right. Look at this guy. Joined the 99. Already learned so much. Still learning and even made my money back. But your vibe is the best. Thank God. Thank you. Got my friend Steven joining the live for the first time. Showing him crypto can potentially change your life. Shout out to 615 Ethan. We love you, man. We appreciate you. And that's a really uplifting super chat. That's a wrong. There we go. Sorry about that. Not trying to make a joke. But that's a very uplifting super chat at 51477. But that's a beautiful, uplifting super chat. And thank you so much. It's very nice of you to give to the stream and to be super nice. Sam's like a great quarterback. He's ready to take a play any way he needs to go. Switch it up in a second to win the game. You got it. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to go to glory, man. Whatever it takes to get to glory. It does not matter. It does not matter. All right. Oh, one last thing I didn't do us justice here. One last thing here. Hold up. And we'll just take, a gander again here. Like we always do. And, we just give that time for just the weekly candle. Just for, to have its time on the screen by itself. It opened at 52,153 on Coinbase USD. All right. The high was 53,000 even, of course, right? Hit exactly 53,000 on the wick. I mean, that's crazy. Look, 53 even when you sit there. Because this, look, open, high, low, and close. You'll see the numbers. The low was $50,513. And the candle closed at 51,731. In the entire week, it would go down $400. One of the biggest assets in the world. You know what I mean? And so it's pretty flat. Now, I call that Flatoshi. That's my little joke for it. It sounds funnier when I have the sound effect, but but Flatoshi, flat Toshi, right? Like when nothing really happens for Bitcoin, it's Flatoshi. That's what it is. Bitcoin back above 51.5. 51.5 is going to be a key psychological level. We stay above it, we get to 52 again, we start crack-a-lacking. We go below it, we probably drop down to 58, 50,008, we start playing games. Even if you didn't know TA, you would be looking at the $50,500 level on your phone, and it would be playing with you. So, imagine we know TA, and there's support of resistance, and then, so you can only imagine the ball of wax around that whole idea. All right. Let's take a look at our DXY on the night as we're kind of rolling into the week here. So we wanted this to be making a right shoulder. We want this rising wedge to break to the downside. So far, so good. Below the 200 SMA, very well on the 1 hour. That's when an asset likes to drop. However, look at this. Shoulder, head and shoulder there to a move to the upside. We don't want to see that. We want to see this roll over. So look, symmetrical triangle for Bitcoin. This this is going to really tell us a story. On DXY, this is going to tell a story here. This drops down. It's really what we want to see. And look, I even see this as a shoulder ahead and almost a right shoulder there too. So some Bear City news here. And then look, that's the bigger idea that I keep talking about. And this is why I go over the DXY so much and we really break it down for you guys. Shoulder, head, right shoulder to the downside. Right? And that measured move takes you further down to about 94. And that would really be a rally of rallies for BTC. Will that happen May into 2024? They're trying to tell us that the halving is priced in already. The halving doesn't really get priced in. That's what they don't realize. Even if they think it's priced in now, the halving is a more of a reaper. This is what the halving's like. The halving's like having 100 kids at the park and you pack 6-7 sandwiches and they normally both eat a sandwich and a half, you're 400, and you have enough for them all, but like they go the extra mile. They keep, more people want to get into Bitcoin, It's just like, and that's your kids. So basically, to bear with me, so you give them what you have. Eventually, you're at the park and you run out of food, and they're just screaming and they need more, right? And that's what so the effect doesn't happen right away when so the halving is when you go to the park realizing you don't have enough sandwiches. Like that's the halving, and everyone says that's priced in, but it's really not. It's priced in when the kids are screaming at like 5:30 and you really ran out of food. So like that's what the halving, if you get it right. So OXN. That thing's out of control. Look at that thing. There's so much opportunity out here, everybody. I can't even get into everything. OPSEC banging to the upside. We talked about OPSEC in my trading group. Bang. I put out the flag right here. This thing banged on them. Up 86% gains for OPSEC. Bitcoin was easy tonight. Sideways till tomorrow. I mean, that was simple. Right? For now. Nothing's easy. Bitcoin was a lot less difficult than normal. All right? Like Google Voice, but it's like blockchain. Thanks for spreading it so secretly that I didn't even hear about it. Isn't that crazy? So there's things in my group I don't even know about. Insane. Palm AI touch 80 cents. Banging on them to the upside, man. Palm banging on them. My Palm bag. I don't have a lot of Palm. I got a good amount. We like to trade here on MEXC. All right? Where I might have made $3,000 today. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that. I didn't do that on purpose. Hey, at least it didn't say I lost $3,000 today. It was an accident. Like, you ever an accident, you're down 10,000 in front of everybody. Oh, don't look at that. Oh, stop the camera. Lowest fees, right? 0% spot, maker and taker fees. You know, MEXC really is the place to be. If it's in your jurisdiction, you can get in. I would. Jump on into MEXC today. You can also get KYC with a RNS ID from Palau, a digital ID. So check that out, you know. OXN was postal at 2 cents. So disappointed in myself for missing out. I'm sure my opportunity will come with something else. Wow, an 40X right there. Unbelievable. We didn't post in the group, just wasn't loud about it. Yeah. We had a 99er with over 400 Vs. They switched to MEXC. Amen. And MEXC now is, just this zero fees, man. Like, you can limit in and out so simply, and it's just awesome. So, shout out to MEXC for that. We love you. We appreciate that. Keeping the fees low for the people. You could have raised them again, and, so. Next fight, I'm in Crypto Lifer's corner, man. I can't wait, man. Let's do it. Karate Combat. It's calling my name, man. ONDO just continued to rip faces off the market. It's funny, and it just made sense, right? Connected to finance. Felt like there was just something brewing with ONDO that this is crazy. It doesn't matter what the coin is. It's gone. We talked about it tight. Look, I even have it drawn here. What's going to likely happen? Then we have this flag, and ONDO continues to rip. Looked at ONDO right there at 23 cents. And even just buying new coins at MEXC, like this thing at 19 cents, and I'm in shock. ONDO looks like it may continue here. And ONDO's also on Coinbase with a pretty marketable story. A connection to, traditional finance in a way that no other coins really can do. ONDO has something cooking. And it's got a great narrative. Good name, ONDO, right? And I could see this moving back up to 60 cents. I'd put an alert on ONDO and take a look at this puppy. And I knew the show was going to be hot tonight, but not this hot, because I was flying around and you get but I had a feeling the show was going to be hot. And it was going to be, once I started preparing the show and deciding kind of where the narratives were going to take us, and I could see what was happening in the market. Because my show is really just about we're traveling in space together and we're following the narratives. Whether it's an airdrop, whether it's a hot coin, whether it's a swing trade, whatever it is, we're taking advantage of whatever we can, right? As it's happening in real time. We can't miss it. I didn't get OXN. I'm not beating myself about it. I didn't buy everything at the bottom or the top, And I own a lot of coins, So, no Karate Combat for Sam. Frankie Bravo Crypto. It would be brutal. Sam would dominate because he would set his goal and conquer it like he has life. Amen. You can't lose when you decide you can't lose. You know what I mean? When you move to Florida, did you already buy in Sarasota? Why not the east side? I just like the west side. That's why. Sam will be bopping and waving Crypto Bellico. This guy said, damn, I would hate to face Sam in the square, and I'm a big guy. Man, thank you for saying that. Yo, one of my buddies is a stage trooper. He's like 6'2". And I never even say a word. Wherever we go, he's like, Yo, my buddy used to just knock people out. And I was like, yo, come on, chill out, man. He's like, yo, my buddy, man. It's so funny. It always makes me turn red because I'm like, you know, I'm like, dude, like, I'm tiny, man. I'm a cream puff, like, you know. And again, let's not. I don't know why I'm like. These are the old Boston stuff. I think it's just, you know what I mean. Positivity and love, man. You only use if you're, you know, if you want to do competition or if your life is in danger or someone's real, you know, like, you know. But dude, ONDO looks nice to me. Like back on topic here. You know, stops like maybe it stops below 39. And ONDO could rip to 60 here. And get some pretty big moves. And if Bitcoin just stays sideways like it looks like it can tonight, there's going to be some movers. There's going to be some movers. The altcoins do not care anymore. And again, bull runs are as hard as the bear markets. People think they're easy. They're not, because I could have got it. There's like pain and all. You look around. I should have, would have, could have, all over the place. There's just pumps to the point of no return. Like there's been so many just in the week alone, right? You're like, wow, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? You just got to focus on what you did do and be super grateful for what you did make. And say, and if you miss some things, hey, I have to be a little more detailed. Or, you know what, maybe I have to be a little less scared. You have to write down, why did I miss them? I was afraid. Write it down. I was afraid. I didn't believe in my call. I didn't believe in myself. Write it down. The next time, maybe put a little, you know, whatever, you know, find a way to get over that fear. I'm learning trading a few days ago. I wanted to know if you could share what indicator or tips for a beginner. I love the stochastics RSI. I wait for the stochastics to get below the dotted line. That's the first thing. I look for patterns. All right. You can type in right here, pattern trading patterns, right? Hit the images and see, there's like a good sheet here that I really like. That's like simple and easy to find. I think it's usually on Google. Because this will throw you off. You'll just see so many and you'll be like, wait. And honestly, take my beginner's class. It's $150, man. It's right here. It's going to be this Saturday. The next Saturday coming up, right? A week from like yesterday. March 2nd, I believe it is. Is that? Yeah, Saturday, March 2nd, I teach this class, $150. And I mean, that is the best $150 I believe you can ever spend. I put my heart and soul into that class, and I know so many people have said, man, after that class, I see so much more, and they really start to change their lives. But look at this. Take a screenshot of this and print this out. These are the main 15 patterns you're going to see. There's variations to all of these, but these are the main ones you're going to see 90% of the time. And these are the main ones you can take advantage of on a problem, you know. And then what you do is you wait for price. It's very simple to me. Like look at OPSEC, right? Number one, my trading group knows what's hot because we got research tools and we find out what's going on and we keep our ear to the market. But also, like, you just look. So like if you went back to this, we got rid of everything. You would draw like this trend line, that trend line, and you'd see you're inside of like the bull pennant, right? That we looked at here. You'd be like, oh, I'm in this bull pennant here. That is a 68% chance to break to the upside. Like, okay. So now I'm like, okay, I got a chance of winning here. And then I like to buy at the bottom near the pattern when the stochastics are near the bottom line, and like, bang. That's the most basic thing. You want to get into the VRVP and the tight moving averages, and there's so much more going on, but at the very basics of my strategy, it's low stochastics, bull pennant, low, you know, at the bottom of the pattern. All right. Might have to readjust your pattern here and there. It's a moving image, just like life is, right? And life is not still. So why should a pattern be perfect? Everyone's always like, oh, you changed the pattern a little bit. I'm like, dude, like, so life's supposed to be like this, right? No, life is fluid and always moving. You have to always be moving like life if you really want to challenge yourself and take it to the next level. You don't want to play yourself, right? Let's be honest. How many people we got here watching tonight? I didn't even check once. We had 884 people, 394 likes, 96 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. $49 in chat revenue. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Let's look at PYTH, Kadena, SPA, Tau. We looked at SPA already. Tau, AGIX, Uniswap, and PNG. I have to say something. We may have to start upping the super chats. And I'm not saying because I'm not making enough on super chats. It's $50, but it's getting to the point where there's just so many and it's hard to keep up, right? And so look, if they're all $2, you see these? It's hard to keep up. So I might have to say, like, you're guaranteed a super chat if it's $5 to $10. If you throw in a $2, I will do my best to get to it, but I can't guarantee. Yeah, we're going to raise the super chats to $5, not because we want to. And it seems like a grimy move. I get it. But I'm starting to get to the point where, like, I'll have 30 at the end of the stream, and my streams are going over 20 minutes now because I don't want to be rude, right? But I got coins to cover and things to go over that also we got to talk about, right? Let's take a look at PYTH, USDT, on MEXC. I'm in PYTH. I got a big old bag of it, 5K USD, and I wouldn't mind a little more. The 1 hour looks pretty good, inverted head and shoulder. If you want to zoom in here, you can see that you're making this tighter channel. You got this going. You got this going. You got a lot going on, all right? You're getting tight. Moving averages are converging. It's got kind of a double bottom effect too, and I like this flag here. I wouldn't be surprised if we bust through this resistance and we skate up to this next high volume node into the next resistance at 68 cents. PYTH is hot. It's like the chain link of AI Oracle, right? Solana, this thing could do damage. Take a look at take a look at PYTH. Really spend some time. I added it to my long-term bullish. Nothing is more long-term than 18 months or maybe 2 years. I don't think we'll get that far. But, under $1 billion market cap, this thing can cruise. Cruise, you know. Dude, Nosana, both of them have solid foundation. I'm pissed about Nosana because I kept trading it on and off, not ever doing a deep dive on it. Then realized I had given the group one of the greatest trades on earth, right? And Nosana has been one of the, when I first found it, I thought it was like a meme coin playing game, because I found I found that one with like Solana back where it's like also not, and I just thought it was, I didn't do my research. I don't do my research on every single coin that I trade. Every single coin I add to my portfolio and I dollar cost average, oh my God, I make sure I know as much as I can about it. But when I swing trade a coin, and imagine how many swing trades I'm in and out of, and I can't, so I must have swung trade Nosana 10 or 15 times when it was freaking nobody knew about it. And next thing you know, I'm like, wait, what? I caught on, and next thing you know, and then the elite would put it out. I'd move on to other things, and that thing just continued to pump. So remember, I go through the same things every one of you goes through. I missed 50x rips, all right? There's coins that I should have been in, put 10 grand in, already bought my house in Florida. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, dang, why am I waiting so long for these gains, But then again, I make huge gains on, on AGX, Solana, FET, all these other things that I've been building. So, like, and they're still big, we narrowed, we did great, There's also a lot of swing trades coming our way. Orange coin we nailed. So, it's got to be grateful for what the gains that we did make and continue to push forward every single day. There's really no other way, all right? But I like what PYTH is doing. It's interesting to me. And I believe it's definitely worth having on the radar. I like how it's got that Solana smart data for smart contracts. Secure your smart contracts with reliable, low latency market data for institutional sources. Build apps with high fidelity Oracle feeds designed for mission critical systems. I mean, they wrote it so well. You got to like it. But PYTH really is in a niche, does something a lot of other coins don't do. And you can buy Amazon. I mean, PYTH is pretty hot. So, and you got data with PYTH that you can't get, and I believe it could become a leading data provider in the the financial sector. So you might want to take a look at what PYTH is doing. Definitely worth having on the radar. I had to have it. I had to add it to my portfolio. 1 hour looks like a pump is coming. Once it gets above this 200 SMA, look for a continuation. I wouldn't be surprised if I see PYTH up to 68 cents Monday afternoon, Tuesday. And again, it could go to zero and bounce all the way to nowhere. I'm not saying because I own it, oh, he's pumping his. No, I'm just saying the TA says it could pump nicely on the 1 hour. The 4 hour's a little overbought. Tells me to be careful. So 4 hours a little bit. Look, see if that 1 hour can get that move for you. Watch how the 1 hour's toying with this 200 SMA. This is what I see now without the moving averages, just so, the beginner can see that. This kind of is a cup with a handle. You see that? There's a Sammy Cup and Handy here. And I'm known as Sammy Cup and Handy. A lot of these times, that's a cup with a handle. Bang to the upside. The measured move takes you to 65 cents for now for PYTH. Not guaranteeing it, but, and my confirmation would be, can you get a 1 hour candle to close above this yellow line? Even if you broke out on the 1 minute and you retested this anywhere between the 1 and the 5 minute, maybe even the 7, that'd be a beautiful retest. I buy right there at about 57 cents.
So I like PYTH, and I'm in PYTH. And if I say PYTH one more time, my tongue's going to... Anyway, shout out to you all. Let's take a look at Tau, BitTensor. All right. Are you bullish on Aave, the Hoover family? I like Aave. It's such an older coin. But, you know, remember, it hit 500, right? I believe it'll go back to its all-time highs at one point. So BitTensor, man, this thing has such a small circulating supply like Bitcoin. Makes it hot. Makes you want to think about it. And it's got a lot of people fiending for it. Which means that pullbacks shouldn't be as bad as other pullbacks based on the tokenomics of the idea. The daily coming back to the 21 and looking ready for a pump is interesting to me. Do I own any BitTensor? No, I do not. I got in very early. I bought it on the live, I believe, in front of everybody around $60 when it first came out. It ripped up. When it went to 250, I thought I couldn't believe it. And, you know, then it came down, and I was like, oh, yeah, it'll probably. And then it ripped up again, and then I was like, I don't want to chase. And then I kind of realized what it was, and next thing you know, I knew more, and then it was gone, right? But, you know, beautiful moves for BitTensor, and it even came back to a really good spot there for a beautiful swing trade. Again, I was in other things that were making me a good amount of money, so I want it all. I want to make it on every single coin, but you can't. It's just like, it's unrealistic. Maybe it's the human condition. Like, I wanted every coin that I talk about here, you know. And this coin's hot too, though. It really is. KIZUNA really could be the play for it, though. Like I could be patient and put what I was willing to make maybe in Tau into KIZUNA. And KIZUNA could be the back-end play on BitTau. So, and whenever I miss out on maybe the bigger coin, I remind myself, if it's that great, it's going to have an ecosystem. And if it's going to have an ecosystem, there's going to be something that can piggyback that move. And I likely will be able to make a bigger multiple if I keep my head in the game. If I keep my head on straight and believe that I'm the opportunity, I'll find it. But if I tell myself I miss the coin all the time and beat myself up, then I'm done. Right? It's not going to happen. All right? The first ERC20 token generated by decentralized AI, right? Tax-free transactions generated via BitTensor AI. So, you know, BitTensor made this coin. You get what I'm saying? It's interesting. KIZUNA is very, very, very interesting. And again, it's got a little meme feel to it. I'll give you that. All right? I'll give you that. But it's interesting. All right? It's interesting. All right? How KIZUNA was made by decentralized AI BitTensor, Open Tensor Foundation. And we can read about how they made this coin. Right? Which is pretty cool. Ryoshi provided the applying specific principles of decentralization can lead to huge success. It was evident with the decentralized with SHIB to reach an all-time high of a $40 billion market cap. Remember that. And, you know, and Pepe could easily do that in this rally. All right. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and read about that. That will probably bore you. But, you know, KIZUNA is an interesting coin to me. And I don't even think it is on, Maxi yet. Right? Man, haven't seen that one for a while. I saw the Div interview. The 99 group effect constantly, I know, right? I'm with you on that. I'm always like, Another sell opportunity, flash it on Bitcoin. Time to start preparing some longer term short positions now. Ooh, yikes. 51,450. It is struggling to keep its move to the upside here for Bitcoin. Now, does BitTensor hold the zone, or do we drop further down? And that's the question. Are these a bigger pullbacks or shorter moves? To me, that's starting to look pretty interesting on the daily. Look at the 3-day, though. The 3-day says, if you trust our 3-day, which I love to do, says you're coming back down to this 21. And you're going to get a bigger overall pullback in the whole market. Let's look at total 3 one last time. Or total one last time. And I mean, if you look at the 3-day, it says, hey, I got to come back down to this 21. But we could go sideways and the 21 could come up. This is the one thing I'm looking at. You can see I have it set here. That bounce is nice that we got, and it really says that we could continue sideways. There's a chance that we, it's more like this. So, and there's what I call the twisted sister. Two patterns you put together, and you take the one that it actually plays out on. All right. I saw someone make a big trade on KIZUNA this morning. Interesting. And I usually don't overtrade Sunday night into Monday morning. I just want to make that clear. I've said that before, but I just want to say it again in case you're just tuning in. It's a very volatile night in the trading market. And it can take away your edge because the market can just move so erratically. All right. So I'm looking at KIZUNA, and I believe we call the bottom here. Around 96 cents because we got above the 200 SMA on the 3-day chart, and the 3-day started to make a move. And I'm calling a move for KIZUNA to 225. I think it's highly unlikely KIZUNA will go lower than 92 cents. 225, there's an 80% chance that my call to 225 is correct based on my years of doing this. However, anything could happen. It could go to zero. All right. Pangolin is out of control. All right. Look at that thing. And I even put it out, right? And look, there it is, up 66%. Pangolin. And it's funny, you look at the market, you see what's hot. And it's funny, even that day we looked at it and it said trade Pangolin was like token. And it's like, trade Pangolin, right? Wow, and I see PNG going to 57 cents, and that thing's up 66% from like where I would be getting in right there at the bottom. A little bit of a dip, but then it held its own. And look, you can even see the Adam and Eve. It's amazing. Look at this. You guys see the Adam and Eve, don't you? I know you do. I know you do. Look at that thing. Look at the Adam and Eve. Just like I taught you, boys and girls, ladies and gents. And then the Adam and Eve is going to take you the length of the cup to the upside. Usually that's a 40% move, the Adam and Eve. Let's see how much it was. 30%. It'd be, on average it's a 40, but look, in the whole, if you get the bottom, you play it right. And look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. Look, and then there's a little Adam and Eve here. This is what will blow your mind right there. See the Adam and Eve right there? Say it ain't so. So you see an Adam and Eve with an Adam and Eve. I'm telling you right now, I swear they try to, I think these are them, they're waving at you, trying to tell you, hey, check it out. That's crazy, man. He's like, you seen it, bro. I know. My mom had just died. My mom was shot. That's another thing. I missed out on some things because my mom died. My mom died. I'm lucky that I got the gains that I did, right? No excuses. And I still got massive gains. There's just super chats, Matrix 1 or Matrix Fire, AGIX, Uni, City, CDX, and ZETA chain. Arkham is the AI surveillance world coin to pump together as we near the, yeah. Dude, Arkham's hot. So PNG, honestly, on this 15-minute, Pangolin looks like it's going to continue to pump here. Watch that flag for Pangolin. That's another 46% gain or 40. That's kind of an ascending cup and handle. And again, it is getting more and more risky. I have to tell you, I don't like to chase this much. I'd be probably selling. I'd be in early. But Pangolin is just out of control since the 22nd at 8 cents. It's up 5x almost. It just is nuts, right? PNG. So big things can happen any day of the week. And look, what's happening is these are the DEXs. Pangolin is an AVAX associated DEX. All right? That's what it is. AVAX starting to get kind of a move here. So you see Pangolin, and that means, to me, if Pangolin's pumping, Trader Joe XYZ has to be pumping. I would watch Pangolin tonight. All right? It could go all the way to 57 cents even. It's in price discovery at this point, right? Maybe not. Let me double check. No, it's not even close. So it's been way higher before. But it's definitely getting some use case right now. People are talking about it. The 1 hour is not in the best place, but this 15-minute may hold this support zone. Look, Adam and Eve right there in a way. You see that? Very interesting what I'm seeing here for Pangolin. And just what I said, I think last night I must have gone over it. I always like to double check kind of what happened there. Let me see. Because when did I draw this ascending triangle? I must have drawn it at some point, you know? Look at this Bit Boy bag. Internet tough guy still standing. You got to love that, man. Shout out to Ben Armstrong, Bit Boy, blasting it in the ring. Doing damage, man. So this was, yeah, 20 last night on Pangolin, right? Looks like I made double. Let's see where PNG is here if I did it. Did I do PNG? Maybe I did it by myself. You never know. Yeah. My buddy did ask about it the night before too, so hold on. I got no moderators here too. Like not one mod showed up today. Does Pangolin continue? See what I'm saying? Thanks, Sam. Not much these days, but maybe some money for breakfast and lunch with you. So every right, yeah, there we go. Double top. Pangolin's been out of control. This the channel. You can wait for it to break out and possibly retest on a smaller time frame. Yep. There's a chance this alert would be. So I like that move for Pangolin, and there you go. I mean, it just out of control. Anyway, it goes the way I see it a lot of the time, and that's just years of doing this. I do it every day, everybody, over and over again. Do something the way I do it obsessively. You'll get good at it. You'll see it. You'll be better than 99% of the people that do it. It'll be innately. Been watching you for over 2 years now. I love the passion, the love the work ethic and consistency. Love the wisdom and the genuine desire to help others. Continuing to be great, Sam. You are appreciated, man. God bless you, brother. That means the world to me. You know why? The bigger I get, the more crabs in a bucket. Shout out to ALTCOIN Daily, man. I felt that so much, that tweet. God bless ALTCOIN Daily and the brothers, man. For sure. I don't know why it's not letting me like click away. There we go. I just want to hit the like. But shout out to RP, man. Been watching you for over 2 years. That's such a nice super chat. God bless you, man. Sorry to hear about your mother. Are you okay? May she rest in peace. I guess I'm okay. I'm as good as I can be, man. I mean, I don't know if okay is the word, but I'm hanging in there, right? Yeah, I'm good. You know what? I'm helping others. And that's what my mother did. And so I'm living a life like my mother did. My mother lived a life of service. She was a good woman. And she lived a life to help others and teach. And she was an educated person. She liked to educate. And she was a loving mother. I was just thinking, like, she didn't even have, like, she rarely went out with her friend. Like, you know, she made her kids her 100% her priority. Like, nothing was more important than us. Either she had a day with me, a day with my sister, a day with us together, a day with, you know. And then she was there in service to my dad. Like, she did everything my dad needed. He was always there for him throughout all his ups and downs. She took care of him as my dad got old, and he really needed someone there for him. My mom was taking care of my dad towards the end. She really was. And my mom was just doing everything for everybody, man. And what is, you know, I will, if you, you know, I can make you cry. Like, when it happened, she was talking to me. It was Thanksgiving Day, and my brother-in-law came out and said, we got to call an ambulance for your mom. And she had been telling me she'd been having headaches, and she'd been having struggles, and it wasn't good. And she said, I said, Mom, you're all right. She's like, am I going to be okay? And, like, you look deep in your mother's face, and you're like, yeah, you're going to be fine. You know, Sam, the trading group is amazing. All the amazing traders you have in the group are always here to help. It's worth every penny. The trading group has changed my life in so many ways. Corey, man, I'm so excited. I keep hearing this. So I built a beautiful business, and I just keep hearing people that pay for the business telling me that they like what I provide. God bless, man. Thank you. Liver, how did you get the Palau ID to work for MEXC? It's funny, I didn't do it yet for MEXC. Try it. But I have heard it's supposed to work on every single. It works on KuCoin. I don't see how it would work on MEXC. What I did, hold on. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But anyway, then I told my mom, I was like, you're just going to have to live with me, you know? And then, anyway. This guy says, Chris O works on Mexi. I did it. See, there you go. Right there. Ronan, near and pivot. Get that and hold for support. More upside. Yeah, so here, this thing could be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You see that? And if it loses this trend line, this could dump back down to the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame. And we could get a chance to get AGIX at a lower price, possibly. But if we get a bounce, so, you know, swing trading, it would be great if it bounces off 80, 81, right? Could go either way, but I wouldn't be surprised if this AI rally continues into the next week and things just get crazy. And this goes to 111 and things just get really, 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 really out of control. All right. So, but only time will tell. All right. Okay, we'll take a look at Uni, which had a beautiful move. I hold Uni from the last cycle. Just never felt like it hit where I believe it could go. Isn't that interesting? Last cycle was cool, but I'm like, this thing could go more. Look at the 4-day chart. Falling, you know, tight moving averages, flag. The low Stokes said this thing was going to moon before it mooned, and it did. And then look, if you just got in when the 4-day got above, look at the 5-day. When things get above the 200 SMA on the 5-day chart, that's the beginning of a massive rally. We've talked about this. That's just, and Uni was in this, look, this giant Adam and Eve. It's just amazing how it's always the Adam and Eve. It finds the bottom. And look, this is an Adam and Eve here. You always get the little flag, the pump out. The lane from here to here is what you do. It's usually a 40% move. That one was even more on the wick, 82. Right there, 49 though, see? So you see like somewhere between 30 and 40. Around, on average, it's a 40% move out the Adam and Eve. Like clockwork, too. Like, and look, that's also a cup with a handle. Sammy, cup, and handle. Tight moving averages. Price cut. Once this 5-day candle closed right there, that was, you know, you got above what's called the point of control on the VRVP. This red line. And that right there, you close, and that told you, man, a move could be coming, and boom. So now that I see the 5-day above, it tells me more likely the daily could continue to pump. And it tells me that the 4 hours likely going to continue. And so I'm telling you right now that I see Uni exploding tomorrow into the week. And when you see Uni at 17, because the bigger time frames are telling me there's oh my God. Of course it's on 1777. How did I do that? I'm showing you right now. Look, if you grab one of these and you just pick it, it's so hard to like pick a number with these. That to me is so weird, right? It happens all the time. Okay. See you in a couple days, bro. Hope you feel better at JB. You're funny. Superchat, City, CDX, ZETA. Yeah. Numerology. See, what is Matrix with a 1? Let me see if I can find that. Matrix Fire, right? Okay. New coin, everybody. New coin, new coin, new coin. New coin in the game, new coin in the game. Never heard about this thing. Market cap, $200 million market cap. Polygon. All right. Matrix.io. Let's see what's going on here. Matrix, game, stake, NFT gallery, marketplace, worldview, community. Let's see if they had music. I guess no sound here yet, but look, max airdrop. And be careful. I'm not gonna forward bound. That could, you never know. You know. Secured a 10 million Series A funding led by Hana Financial Investment. Over 60,000 pre-registrations. Esports. AITECH release. The first platform level NFT of Matrix ecosystem is online on OpenSea. I'll be honest, from what I just look at right now, like from the website and stuff, like, I don't know if the graphics don't look amazing. This could be a rug pull. I don't know, man. I have to be honest. I'm not fully, you know. But again, I don't want to FUD anything. It's probably not. It's probably something pretty hot that you may be into. Good market cap. Looks interesting. Let's see where it's available. Basically everywhere. KuCoin. It's Fire USDT. So let's take a look at Fire USDT and see what's happening there. New coin on the radar. We appreciate that. We really do. I love me some new coins. Pangolin, I'll be honest, looking mean for a pump. This thing looks hot again, but it is high risk, high reward. The 15-minute looks interesting to me for PNG. And hold on, yes, go. Pangolin, hot on the radar. Follow me at CryptoLife33. We're blowing up. More and more people are jumping on in. We appreciate that. We want to get it at 30,000. Help us push to 26,000 and continue to move. Please follow me at CryptoLifer33 EGLD. Matrix right there. Is that you? Is that Michael? Fire, right? Matrix family, Matrix, trending Matrix, the Matrix. Interesting. He dodged a trade like he was in the Matrix. Funny. Wait, what just happened? You seen that? What the? I don't, it's gotta be like an edit, right? Tip me if you're, that's so funny, right? It's kind of a smart idea, like, get it tipped based off someone's want. Anyway, let's take a look at Fire. New coin. So remember, Uni looks like it's gonna pump hard. All right, try not to forget what we're going over tonight. And there's probably coins that can outperform Uni. Uni could still do another 10 at 20x, I believe even. More's coming in this bigger rally, and you never know. Things could go to zero. I don't promise anything. Who knows? But from my perspective, Uni looks money. All right. This live stream was awesome. You never know what you're gonna get when we come together. So. And, today, we're still, the long still looking interesting for Bitcoin, right? And as long as we go sideways, these coins are going to pump tonight. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bigger move happening here for Uni. So, that 4 hour looks mean. Mean. All right, moving forward. What else we got cooking today? You guys got a lot of super chats. 60K by your birthday. Oh yeah, SYAI. You did. Synth AI. But you said from 600 to 21, move this weekend 35x. I don't know about a 35x. I don't know about that. And maybe you're right. This weekend, the weekend started definitely after the 22nd. And okay, no, you're right. You're right. Oh my God. A 45x? That's insane. You did give this to us. That's pretty nuts, bro. And I kind of had, so we only got half of that. Isn't that funny? If you don't get in early, you only get 160%. You get in early, you're talking a 34, 40x from the bottom here. Wow. I'm amazed. This is how you know the market's getting out of control. Now, it was kind of a pump and dump, right? You had to get in and out of that thing pretty fast. Let's be honest. Let's not, kid ourselves here. But still holding gains from the very bottom. But again, high risk, high reward, right? Does this really have what we think it does? Could it? Yeah, I don't know, right? But not, nice call for something that could get in and out, right? Let's look at ETHBTC and look at that thing running. All right. So ETH finally getting some movement against Bitcoin. Not amazing, but look, I see this. See, this is what I'm looking for here. You wanted that bounce, and you want to see ETH to run a little more altcoin. Then it's Bitcoin, altcoin, right? And this is what I see. And then it's going to be altcoin season somewhere in July. It looks like June, July. Boom. So it's telling us somewhere, you know, I mean, we could break out here and retest a little earlier, definitely. And again, I'm telling you it's alt season right now because we got above the 200 SMA on the 5-day chart on total 3. All right. Let's look at total 2, which we don't look at a lot because I'm always like looking at, you know, and let's look at total 2 on the 5-day and really, really hone in. And that's really, really solidified nicely in multiple greens. And now we're above, like, you know, looks like we could continue up to the next resistance here at 964. We're at $921 billion, about to hit $1 trillion for the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin. And if you look at the leg up that we have, you know, I'm not Elliott Wave guy, but I guess I trade waves because, you know, anyone who trades, you're going to do this similar things over time. Well, my next wave tells me that we can get to here. And look, the high volume node falls all the way to there. That's your net. It's telling you to go to 133. So it's just so likely because you fall down the hill of the node. And so if the node is this way, you can I mean, nothing can stop it from continuing, right? All the way to the value area highs till we reset, have to figure it out and find our way again. But I mean, this thing's beautiful. All-time highs is 162 and we're on our way. So I'm bullish on these altcoins. This is the altcoins excluding Bitcoin, total 2. We haven't looked at it in a long time. We looked at total 3 and total all the time because I'm really honing in on the smaller altcoins. You can see that's why. I'm focused, hyper-focused on what I want to be hyper. But this is beautiful. Once this closed above, we open up an Ethereum trade. Gone. You see what I mean? Same thing with ETH. Let's take a look at ETH USDT on any coin, you know, Binance. And take a look at when the 5-day chart, when you got above it. Now, you could open up here, fine, slam. When you got that secondary open, though, boom. You know, and as long as you stayed above that, there was a move coming for Ethereum, right? And, wow. And ETH just broke above key resistance at 25, right? 2,541. You see that? It's headed up to about 34 now. That's its next. I mean, wow. Not that far to 486 here for Ethereum. On the way, right? I mean, it's not that far from its all-time high. Pretty crazy. That's just, you know, it's almost like it's almost unreal to believe. So all-time high here, right? $4,810 in November of 2021. Such a weird time for the altcoins to peak, right? It was weird. Such a strange rally the last rally was, I'll be honest. Like the peak, then the secondary peak. It was very, very confusing at times. 100%, you know? But beautiful, man. Buying up ETH over the past 45 hours, someone purchasing $5,500 Ethereum 21 hours ago, 171 million across Binance and DeFi. And someone bought $1 billion worth of Bitcoin yesterday. You seen that? Somewhere like $1 billion buy for Bitcoin. And, man, things are brewing here. Pangolin, interesting. So Ethereum, like to continue to that target. And then if it breaks there, look at it, it's just smooth sailing. It's just not a lot of resistance for these things where they're going. And they're breaking key resistance, and they're headed toward their next big levels. Pretty awesome to see, if you ask me, right? And even this was a nice little flag here on the smaller time frame for the daily, and that has a leg up. I mean, I don't see why ETH doesn't continue to rip, and it's looking good against Bitcoin right now. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance, and that should be falling too. And look, it collapsed to the downside. And look, top of the pattern, top, point back down. We made this flag in case it made the flag and went sideways, but it didn't. And that's alt season, baby. Just a little bit of alt relief to get Bitcoin dominance back to falling down through the channel here. And look at your 3-day chart. It says it looks like we're going to have about two more weeks of alt seasons here before Bitcoin starts to steal the show again. You see that? I mean, that could be 3 to 4 3-day candles, at least 2 to 3. It could be 1 even, and you never know for sure. But, you know, and that cycle in the stoke could finish giving some more pumpage to these AI coins. All right. BlackRock is going to come in and scoop as much Bitcoin as it can before everyone else. I'd bet our Airweave going to explode this week. Again, too, Airweave is hot because that's the narrative that we're starting to see. And Airweave already really did explode. You can see it kind of already did. Once it got above the 200 SMA on the 3-day chart, so you want to start loading up down here. Look, the Adam and Eve on the Stochastics RSI. Love showing that, but there's your Adam and Eve on the Stokes, right? And boom. There's your kind of an Adam and Eve right there. You can let me get rid of everything, but there's your Adam and Eve right there, and you're gone. It's the Adam and Eve above the 200 SMA. I can't stress enough how much this target, just how this plays out. Now, once you flip that 5-day, you're gone. So that means you have so much more to go. Like, this is just getting started, right? Like, Airweave could do some serious damage. It was already $4, though. It's up a 4x. Now it does a 10. So many things could 50, 60x from their bottom buys here in October. All you had to do is be alive in October. Oh, my God. Didn't even have to pay attention to the whole market until right here. September and October. Buy in here, and this, you'd be up so... You could even leave the market right now and be up so much already and just call it a day. Call it... That was a bull run. Call it a day. Everyone wants more than that. I mean, how much more? That's amazing. So, look, you got a double top here. Bit of bearish div. Not the perfect time to buy Airweave at the moment. Chance that you're looking at something more like this before the next pump. But that would still be hot, right? And if anything can project it, come on, come back to me, baby. Come back to me. Don't do that. Don't do that to me, baby. Hold the zone, honey. Hold the zone. I keep it. I keep let me tell you this. No, I'm not. Push the heavyweight. I push the caddy truck. I keep it moving good. I keep it flipping on. I keep spitting this. I keep it ripping on. I keep hitting licks. You can't stop the groove. You can't stop the grind. You can't stop my moves. You can't stop my mind. It's well designed. Fibonacci got me. Well attacked and rapid. We stacking, that's a fact, kid. Flip it when we get it, then we rip it. That's a stack, kid. What you know when I keep it flowing. Never going. Conclusion when I'm bruising. Can't stop, it's illusion if you losing. We stack it every night. Every time I play the hip hop, my wife's gonna be pissed now. She's gonna be like, why? Why did you have to do that? Whoop, whoop, ZETA chain. I don't give a dang. I'ma let it hang. Gorilla, call me orangutan. Beating my chest, beating my best. Never stop this. I got it locked, kid. Like a rocket. You in a DM, I'm in her mouth, we not the same. Oh, I don't like that. No. Casper, baby. All right, let's get. I had to play the beat loud, man. Anyway, cup and handle for Airweave. I would love if this thing came back down to this key level. Give you a little local fib here. Back down to the 618 golden Fibonacci. Just watch me. It could be hot. All right. Love you, Sebi. Life we're walking on a beat. God, you're funny, man. I like what I'm seeing for Airweave. I put alerts here. If it doesn't come back down here, it could pump and come down for the retrace. 22 cents for Airweave. A lot of these things have just ripped, though. They're just like, feel like you're chasing something so high already, you know? Yo, Graphling Protocol is a hot coin, and it follows GRT. You know, when GRT pumps, Graphling follows it, you know? I had a bag of Graph Link. You know, it's. I had a Coinbase wallet, but I don't think I backed it up. I'm kind of pissed about it. Let's sing more. I was freestyling with you. My girl was looking at me so weird. You're funny, man. Osmo looking prepared to do damage. You know what's funny about Osmo? It's been sideways. I've been in it for like weeks, and it's been the exact same price. Telling me that something's brewing here. Airweave does look hot, man. We put on a lot of hot setups tonight. You guys are so lucky, man, that my mind is this out of control. And you guys get to use my hyperactive brain every single night of the week. I'm lucky that God gave me that brain, and we get to use it together, man. May God keep me healthy, you and us all together, man. Blessings on blessings. Thank you, dear Lord, for everything in which you've given us. Moment of silence right now. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've given us. Thank you for bringing me home safe on my flight. I went up in the air 30,000 feet, and you brought me and my family back and forth safe. Thank you for bringing me the opportunity to go to Florida with my family. I never went to trips like that as a kid. We did go skiing, though. I had a beautiful life as a kid. My dad provided so much. But, you know, I didn't go to Florida. It's something I always kind of saw other people doing. I was like, what's it like to go to Florida? You know, they would all come back tan. And, you know, my family, we go to Florida all the time. We love Florida. And so I just want to thank everyone on the channel that supports me, everyone that joins the trading group, everyone that gets gains, everyone that helps everybody else. And, yeah, we brought my equipment on the stream, on the show, on the road, right? We didn't miss a stream. You guys saw how I broke down my setup, how I built my setup and stuff like that. It's just, you know, that's it. That's really the grind. And you guys were there throughout the entire grind. Sammy's sports coat was in Florida and didn't mess it up. Isn't that crazy? I folded it. I folded this thing in my bag. And, like, this is how you travel without a wrinkle, man. I don't even know. My wife, man, she teaches me all these cool things. Yeah, Alephium is out of control. There's just so many coins that are out of control. Oh, my God. Look at this thing. And we talked about it. My target was right there. Remember when I first gave this out? Let's go over this and show you. And you'd be like, how does this guy hit so much? Because I don't take days off. So every day that I show a chart is another day that one of those charts is going to pump and pump and pump. I think they compound. They compound 1,000 days over and over and over and over and over again. Right? It doesn't end. It doesn't end. But look here on 2-3, the beginning of February, I showed you this chart. Told you we're going to 362. We're sitting at what? 210 or something like that. I drew the fib, saw that we had bounced off the 618 Fibonacci. None of this was like, it wasn't like rocket science, man. This stuff is pretty obvious stuff. And I show it over and over again. It's not that hard to figure out. You just have to have faith in it. The key is people don't have faith in it. And they miss out, right? But look at that. I mean, there's your pump. Let me go to the 6 hour. I like to do these like juxtapositions. Let me see if I can do one today. They're just fun. And so let me see. I'll get one going. So I put my 2 fingers right here. And I put my 2 fingers right there. Oh, man, it's a little longer. I got to elongate it. So that's pretty good, but there's your before, right? And there's your after. No stop loss got hit. It's the perfect entry. I show so many. Look, it's a bit of an Adam with an Eve. You see that? Adam and Eve again. High volume node. I teach you about the point of control. Low stochastics was your entry, but you could have got into the bunch. MACD was just turning. And Sayonara Senorita, it hit the target and some. Up a beautiful 52% from there. And from the bigger gainer, up 87%. All right. And this thing is just continuing to roll. And it was just 89 cents. I mean, it's just... And the lows here, right? At 159. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And I teach you this stuff over and over and over and over again. Day in and day out. We don't miss a beat. I talked about LMWR. Right? I showed you right here when it first came out. I went over it. It's up 87% gains. I gave this banger. It's getting to the point where, like, I have to give my team... I'm tired of giving the gains to... This is going to sound insane, but I'm tired of posting gains. It's exhausting. It's just so horrible. This sounds so pompous, but I'm being honest. It's exhausting. Because I have to go after so many charts, and almost like 80% of the charts, maybe even more, hitting out the park, right? Just banging on them. And it's exhausting. You know, the gains factory is out of control. It's just crazy. And I show you how we use the same strategies over and over again. It doesn't matter the coin. How did this, you know, it's so weird how it, like, the technical analysis shows you what's going to happen. I can't, I find this just so unbelievably amazing. From searching setups, there's good problems and bad ones. Yeah. Went to Sarasota every summer as a kid. Never got to go skiing, though. So, look, you did different. Everyone does different things, right? More money, more problems. Gain susting. You're funny. Bro, I told myself I need to organize better when we get this to Sean. You know what I'm saying? Super chat, CTI. Better rip, get a kick, get a flip, get a mic. Get a rip, get a kick, get a flip, get a go with it. Yes, like get a rip, get a kick, get a flip, get a hold it. Better known, better zone, better grown, cause I'm goated. Back and forth with a stack with a rack and a grab it to keep it holding. Can't stack with a rap it, a blap it, a stack it, a stash it, the shit is solded. You know, like I'm just teaching you guys. If you were to do it there, that's how you would do it. Like you'd go A, B, back to C, A, B, back to C. That would be the pattern, the rhyme pattern. Let me just, you know, you'd go A, B, and a rip when I stick, when I hit to the flip it. On a track, on a rack, when I flop and a packet to hit it, right? And A, B again, back to C, and I don't know. Anyway, I'd show you how to do a 16. I could teach you. I rap for 20 years, but people don't know that. Anyway. Life is now complete. He's like, it's over. You're cutting me off now. Burke is cutting me off. Clintex, wow. Looking at Clintex back here on the low. And then it just made the flag and was gone too. Like, is everything out of control? Like, how does it, where's the liquidity to pump every coin in the game? Right? No, I drank coffee. He's like, have you been drinking? Yeah, I've been drinking coffee. It's the caffeine got me like shaking. It's only the night streams though. You'll never see it on the day stream. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Look, I'm gonna do this one time and then don't. This is it. People are gonna be like, what? If you Google my name, you go to Spotify, you're gonna see me there. Right there. All right. I'm gonna say that's it. All right, it's up for you. All right, I'm gonna get back into the mix. All right. My past life, man. That was my past life, man. Oh man, I knew some of you be bug out, be like, what? Paul Walt, Sammy is here. A pretty dope CD through and through. Thank you, man. How the CMOS, yo, the CMOS put me out last night for sure, bro. Good looks, man. Stack McChange in the house, Joshua Jellowick. But again, I'm a 41-year-old man with a family now, helping people create financial freedom. You know, that's my goal. Like, I like rap music. Rap music, you know, I was raised with rap music, but I don't ever want to get it twisted, like, or like, you know, that I'm off focus. It is a part of me. You know, some people want me to hide it. You know, I get it. Sometimes it's hard to, you know, it comes out. It's hard for me to be, I got to be myself, right? You know? Yeah. I love my freedom. Shout out to Joshua Jellowick, man. We love you, brother. I'm a metalhead, but I get it. I'm a metalhead, but I get it. Gotta settle bet when I bet it. Better, yeah, you're funny. Some people live 8 miles. Sammy lives 200 moving average. You're funny. Yo, I live and die by the 200-day moving average. I remember Syncus. Remember when we looked at Syncus back in the day? Whatever happened to Syncus? I remember that, you know, who's talking about it a lot. yikes, I'm happy we didn't touch it yet. But again, I've seen things like this. The next thing you know, they're like, they're gone, right? So this could be the next 50, 60x. And everyone be like, I told you so. It was going to 50x, man. The Martini guy likes this coin too. For me, it just, I would have to put in what I was willing to lose and see if it could rip, you know? That's all, but. No, we looked at CTI, right? Clintex, right? It just keeps ripping, man. There's not much I can say about it. Like, it just keeps ripping. Like, what you else want me to say? I mean, it's out of control. There's a chance that it does something like this and it continues. I just see, like, some of these things have to pull back. Your next target for Clintex is 56, though. Yeah. Beastie Boys, yeah. Wrong chart for Sinkus Sammy. It is, right? Let me see then. Where is Sinkus? I don't know. They said sync. I don't know. Max C right there. We'll see the Uniswap version and see what you're saying. Sync is for wrapped ETH, right? Been ripping. At 10x, right? 3x right there. Maybe it. To me, that daily needs to pull back, likely to this area here, right? You pull your fib, and I wait for it to come here, you know? I'd wait for that to pull back. There's a chance it doesn't, and it rips on the smaller time frames. But you know, to me, it's a little overbought. No, woulda, shoulda, coulda, man. You are the opportunity, Muscle Man Miracles. So much is coming your way, man. If you think, here's the deal. Watch this. Look how small this stock could be. And I'm not trying to put you down, but you're like, could have made my whole thing. So you mean that was the only money you'll think? God has so much more planned for you than just that. More is coming your way, man. Oh yeah, GTAI has been such a long time since we played that coin. Thank you for putting that back on my radar, man. I haven't seen that coin in a long time. Whatever happened to it? Oh, it ripped. My God. Remember when we first looked at that going to 420? Look, it went sideways, 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 and then it was gone. We first started looking at this coin down here, 170, came back down, then ripped again, and they started looking at it when it was 10 cents. Right? Remember Jason Cashmore put it out at 13 cents. I mean, that's a 45x, right? Unbelievable. I have never seen so many 40, 50, 30x's, and my trading group has provided so many of them. Insane. We haven't looked at this coin ever since basically early February, but you can see it never went even lower than 170. Like, people just kept buying it. Never went lower than 170, and it ripped. GTAI. Unbelievable. Any chance you could look at NRG or BYTE? Let's take a look at ZETA Chain. And I hold ZETA Chain long term now because I just like the cross-chain operability of it. And I believe in the system that it's providing, and I like what it's doing. 22-hour time frame says this flag wants to rip. I like that it hit, look, previous support of resistance, really kind of showing signs of a move here. Smaller move up to 421. I see the bigger move to 638. I'm in this coin. I like it. Of course, I'm going to be more bullish, I guess, on my own biased opinion, but 4 hours a little high for me. Might have to come back down. We might even be doing something like this now, though, for ZETA Chain. Look. And so let's see if this thing can solidify a pump. I like what I'm seeing here for ZETA. Mara on my radar. Just want to bring back Marathon Digital. And I see the cup and handle ready to go. So watch this. Let's get rid of all my old work. We're going to look at the weekly for Mara. We're going to take away the moving averages, and we're going to really look at it again. Look what Mara's doing. Shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. It could curve and dump more. I'm not saying. A bit of a double top with resistance at 27. So weekly resistance at about 27 for Mara. Strong weekly support back at 18, got back above it. Curving, anything could happen. Let's look at our moving averages. 21's a little far away, but when that crosses the 200, that's going to be also a very bullish sign. The last time we had that, it was a massive rally for Mara. So when the 21 was about to cross the 200 SMA, it began a massive rally. That's definitely something that you want to look at. I'd be looking for this type of consolidation for Mara for our next big leg up. It could take 6, 7, 8 weeks. It could take till the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit shift. Yeah, it could take 175 days, 4 or 5 months, right? But that's about 5 months. That makes sense. We're somewhere by August and July. We're sitting at a $51 Mara after the halving. And then once we pierce that, we're going into $79, $80 territory. And we're going to be in some serious gains when it comes to Mara. This is what I see happening. This is why I'm playing it. Look, tight moving averages. The weekly's above the 200 SMA. We're right here. We're getting ready for that next big run. We planted our seeds. We went through. Now, the fruition, and this takes time, everybody. I'm going to teach you how we trade Mara. It's going to take us from when we first started getting in June and July of 2023, and then it's going to be November, December of 2025 when we likely begin to sell off. It's going to be, this is how you make gains. So not only do I show you how to scalp the 1 minute, but I show you really from the very beginning of the trade to the end, how we make a 987-day trade, okay? Which is crazy, right? 3 years. 2023, 2024. Maybe not that long, but somewhere into here. Point is, it takes money to make some, Sam is going hard tonight. Amazing to see you work so hard after a long flight back from Florida. Mad respect, bro. I think it's the coffee, man. So, and God, man, I owe it to God. Every time I pray to God, I get an extra energy that really hits me hard. And, praise the Lord's name. And, thou shalt not boast but for God, right? And so, thou shalt not boast but for God. I will boast for God every day of the week, every moment of my life, every second that I can. Shout out to Jennifer Moffitt. We love you. Peak 8 interval training. Takes 20 minutes max. Highly recommended. I love that. Shout out to Seek the Sublime. I love you for saying that. Peak 8 interval. Peak 8 interval training demo part 1. Peak 8 interval. I do a lot of HIT too. Looks like some old man stuff though. I'm going to do this workout tomorrow. I'll show you my workout tomorrow. If you can do it with me, level 6. But my man, this workout right here will embody you. I'm gonna do this workout tomorrow. It's all burpees. Look, you can just scan through it. You start off, you do burpees and push-ups, burpees and push-ups, burpees and push-ups. Then you do run in place. Then all push-ups, right? Then you run in place, but you lift your feet up really high, right? Then you do running man, right? Where you bring your feet into you. Then you do push-ups. Then you rest a little bit. Then you do burpees with a jumping jack push-up, right? Then you do running in place. Then you do more push-ups. Then you do these like amazing lunges, see? Then you lunge 1, lunge 2, right? Your knee to the ground each time. Burns your thighs. Then you do more push-ups. Then you do run in place again. Then you do more push-ups. Then you lunge again. Then you do running man, right? Then you do burpees with push-ups again. Then you do running man. Then you do more push-ups. Then you do lunges. Then you start doing squats and you jump up in the air and you bring your feet up. Squat, jump up in the air, bring your feet up. Then you do more running man. Then more lunges. Then more push-ups. All right? Then more lunges. Then more push-ups. All right? About the 30 minutes, if you do this once a week, I'm guarantee in a month you will see a defined muscle mass. All right? I love this workout. It changed my life. Just doing this workout once a week made me more defined and my arms and my chest bigger. I'm telling you right now. All right? Isaiah 6:9, and I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send and whom will go for us? Then I said, here I am, send me. I love you for saying that. God bless you. You know what? Someone said, Bible verse I get to my car the other day. There's like this little piece of paper on it. I go grab it. Someone had slid a Bible verse into the caddy, right? And it was Jeremiah 33:3. God promises to answer and reveal great and unsearchable things to those who call to him. And that's what the person had put on my car. In Job 33:33, Job speaks from an upright heart, sincerely speaks what he knows. Whoever listens to God will live in safety and be at ease without fear of harm. Amen. Amen, man. Because I know no matter what happens, I go back to God, man. And so I got nothing to fear but fear itself, right? Like, there's nothing to fear. God promises to answer and reveal great and unsearchable things to those who call to him. Dude, once I called to God, man, my whole life changed, everybody. You all met me because of it. If I didn't call, some of you might not even believe in God, and you met me because I called to God, and you think I'm just being crazy, and I'm talking all this. Oh, he's out of his mind, you know. At 10 at night on a Sunday. I met the man. You know what it does? A solid dude on that screen. Trust, you're funny. Stack, I love you, man. God bless you, brother. So bummed we didn't get to see you while you're here. No worries, man. I'll be living in Sarasota. You'll see me all the time. I'll be taking trips to Brazil with you, man. We have a lot to do, my friend. Don't worry. Have no fear, for fear we will have so much fun. There's just so much planned for us, bro. That's what's happening. Last super chat of the night here, CDX. And Bitcoin pretty flat, like we said, 51,520. I just see a sideways Bitcoin, like I showed you. Kodak, CDX, came out of nowhere. There's just like a 10x everywhere. Like all you do is just buy a low coin and wait. It's just crazy. Seems like everything on MEXC will make you, all you have to do is just buy it and hold it for like a month or two. Again, I'm not saying that. Like some coins will just never make it, but this is just, it's like pick a card, any card. Throw a dart, any dart, right? This is the problem. People make a lot of money on no skill at all. They just like, and they think they're amazing. And then there's people like me who you could even put in a lot of effort and someone can still make more than you. And that's why you can't compare yourself to everyone else. God has planned for you. What is God has planned for you? Just know that you're in God's hands and be super happy with every day that you get and everything coming your way. And then be grateful for what you do have. And I'm telling you right now, every time you fight that feeling to get, I wish I could have, should have. That's the test. The test to see a 10x coin and be happy that day, that even though you didn't get in. That's the true test. That's the true test. AIA chain. Like anything with an AI in it, you're looking for it to breach this trend line, really. Crack on the 1 hour 200 SMA. And then look, see how it's kind of Adam and Eving? I'm going to test the theory. I'm going to put $500 in this coin. Don't do what I'm doing, please. I'm just going to put $500 in this coin. Maybe it goes to complete zero. I don't have no clue, right? I'm just testing the theory. I know nothing about this coin. I want to make it clear. All right. My trade's down $47. Let's say, well, look, I know nothing about this coin. All right. It's AIA is what it's called. So look, this is a complete, like, I'm just taking a complete shot. All right. All right, I'm out of money. Dang. Hold on. I'm out of money for the night. Hold on. A man of my word, I can make it happen. I'm never out of money. My last name's Price. That's impossible. That's what my dad said. He said, Sam, you'll never be broke. Your last name is Price. He literally said that to me. He said, what do you have to worry about? Like, I said, all right, Dad, thanks, man. He said, oh, ye of little faith, my dad used to say. Like, basically, you don't think God's got your back? You know what I mean? Do good and God's got you, my dad would say. You know, and it doesn't have to happen overnight. Little by little. Just little by little. Little baby steps, man. And you'd be surprised how far you get in life. The key is don't go backwards. You'll beat yourself up all the gains you didn't have. You know how many people still lost money this week? So you'd be like, oh, I could have 10x or 20x. Be happy you didn't lose anything. There's a lot of, again, don't compare to the worst, but there's a lot of people that lost a lot in the last week. Look, oh my God, 3,800 has appeared. $500, right? And we'll buy AI. And look, I'll just buy a little bit above market and see if I can snipe it. I wouldn't be surprised if this 10x is, I'm just going to hold it for a week and see what happens. It got filled pretty fast. AIA, right? Now, is this the same thing that just got added? Let me just see. There's something else. I got some exchange listings here. And I'm going a little harder for my trading group today. It's kind of a trading group live stream in a way because I was traveling all day. So, oh, it's AIAT now. That's the one I really look. So AIAT is the newer one. This one comes in 8 hours. All right, AIAT. All right, and again, be very careful with these brand new coins. Look, 3377 is what's left in the account. You don't think that's strange? Look what's left in my account, 3377. I'm done doing this. This is insane to me. Every time I do something. Look, it did it again. Look, I made a crazy trade, and then it left 444 at the end. Come on. Oh, my God. Yo, it's biblical. Everything I do is biblical. And people think I'm insane. Look, I just made a crazy trade. I bumped some random money out of nowhere. I just bought $500 clean, and it left 3377 with the triple fours and change. Come on now. You guys think I'm crazy, right? Dude wants that DEVVE. DEVVE? What is DEVVE? I don't know what it is. Is real, it happens. No worries, man. 444 Justin Cashmore. Yo, that is weird to me. Like, I just did this random trade and it left 3377, and I keep seeing them together. I saw 33 for years. Right before, a month before my dad died, I saw the 77s. As if something was preparing me for an ascension. I tell you, you will ascend when your parents die. You will take a little bit of your physical life and replace it with a more spiritual part of your body, because to connect to your mom and dad, you must remain into the spirit now. And they're the ones you used to connect to the most physically. They used to kiss you and hug you the most physically. Your first connection was extremely physical with them. You know, if you eventually make your move on out of the next, you get what I'm saying? So when you peel back the veil, right? Thank you for reminding me on fire, man. I appreciate that. So this thing's on KuCoin, and it's in a bit of a cup and handle, right? That thing looks like it's going to get right. And then it's going to go into some type of price discovery. I like this. I'm with you on this. I would pay attention to this. Bouncing off the 618. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it's just like there's money everywhere. Oh my gosh. Hey, Liver, have you been watching Cody? Yes, I have. Everyone has their own number. I predict Eastern Europe will be the center of crypto. Super chats, DEVVE. Okay, we'll get it. We'll get it. This looks hot to me. I'd set alerts on this. This is hot. And it's got the narrative. And the name is kind of cool with Matrix with the one. I kind of like it. Like the whole way they even wrote the name is catchy to me. Matrix Fire, and it's got fire. Matrix with the one. I like marketing. Look, it's got the 33 right here. So weird, but for a second it was gone. Fire USDT. Cup and handle. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And see, look, if that 3 hour and that 4 hour want to ripe, the 4 hour says this thing can rip. And you don't have much to go on. I mean, again, I get it. Not much, but these have been the narratives. It's been out already. It's had its pump and dump. It came back up. You know what I mean? Now it has a higher low. It set itself up for possible glory here. This is on KuCoin, right? And I got some extra cash. I think I'm going to throw this in tonight when I get to my KuCoin account. Man, it just never ends. Yo, we went over so many hot trades tonight. It's insane. It's like, which one do you pick? Where do you go? How do you do it? What happens? It's insane tonight. You guys are smart. You look up a lot of stuff like me. We have like a bunch of hyperactive bees in here, man. All of us are grinders, and you put a bunch of us together in a bunch of coins in a market with a liquidity zone and just a lot of money flowing in and out of it, and you're going to get a pretty cool, crazy stream, right? Look at that tightness there too. Boom. Can we break above this previous resistance and support? DEVVE's brand new, right? But you've had your secondary higher low. You're getting tight. Chance DEVVE does something, right? Bitcoin holding 51,520. Way more liquidity above us than below us. I'm still in the long. I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up tomorrow with a massive pump for Bitcoin. Like a massive pump. And everyone's just sitting there like, and it's like a green candle, and everything just keeps ripping, and everyone's like, what? And no one has a chance to think straight. And it just continues, like, and we just sit there like, what the heck is going on? Right? And then there's DEX check. Remember DEX check? Dude, there's so many coins. It just doesn't end. Look at this thing ripping. Ripping. Like ripping. This was a token metrics idea call here. Right? The 20. There's your call. This thing's at some crazy all-time high now. And as nut as this is, what is it? What if it could continue? What if this just continues? A lot of these things just seem like they're in these improbable pumps. It's pretty insane. It's kind of scary to me because it's telling me I have to sell out of something. Like it's just insane. Our fear and greed index has to be, it's still at 72. I mean, that tells me I got to be taking profits. But at the same time, every time I take profits on anything, it seems like a bad idea. I took a little bit out of Fetch AI, and I felt like it was just like, I don't know. You know? The halving's coming up in 47 days. 48 days, right? April 14th now. Maybe it can land near my B-Day. We'll see. That's 5 days close. 5 days of my B-Day. I'll take a halving. What a beautiful time to be alive. A Bitcoin halving, man. My birthday's around a halving for Bitcoin. Happy birthday, baby. All right, everyone. I'm out of here for the night. I hope I didn't miss a super chat. If I did, please don't throw me down under the bus. Let's see. The Hoover family asked one. He's a pretty cool guy. Let's take a look here. Thought of the Mythic OG. Nothing but a flow. Go, Sammy. Shout out to Sniper Paul. Dev on UniMXC. Fastest layer 1 on paper. Interesting. Any chance you can look at NRG or Byte? You forgot CDX, my brother. Yikes. Check out GTAI. That thing ripped. Anything with an AI on it is just out of control. AGIX. Matrix. Mr. Nobody. Kyle. Stas. After Hours. Stas. PYTH. Kadena. Gabriel. Tori. Live, Laugh, and Love. Kyle. Tao. Thank you. Mr. Nobody. Pickle Rick. Tiger Style 907. Fast Easy Cash 8835. 615 Ethan. Mr. Nobody, Pickle Rick. Gabriel M. Leone. Jimmy Villain. The Hoover family. Are you bullish on Aave? I kind of repeated that. I didn't really. We thought about METIS. I mean, I thought METIS was hot. It pumped pretty nice. Didn't seem to continue the narrative, right? Apparent, but you know. I think it's going to do good. I mean, I think it's a great coin. I don't own it. All right. About to break all-time highs. I mean, this mini all-time, not the all-time high, but I'm not going to say I'm like a METIS expert, though. So, like, I'd probably steer you wrong if I told you I knew everything about METIS. You know? When it got busy here, I got excited. It got that little bit of a pump. Now it seemed to break out again. Honestly, looks like it's going to kind of start its next leg to the upside, to be really honest with you. I'll have to double up. I wouldn't be surprised if it doubles up from here and goes to 200. I really wouldn't. 80% gains for METIS. Wow, everybody. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you for being amazing. And thank you for being here with the Crypto Lifer every single day. It's just blessed. You're blessed people. You're amazing people. We thank you so much. And it just means the world to me that you would support us the way you do. Every single day, everyone. We really appreciate it. Right? So, everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. And may you share your live light and positivity with everyone you encounter. And may you stay blessed. Have a wonderful night. And I'll see you in the morning. God bless. Crypto is life. Ciao, my friends. Didn't work out exactly like
Some of us are catalysts.